boys and motherfucking girls, welcome to another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. I believe this is episode 14. I think I fucked that up.
Yeah, you did fuck up. You did.
Yeah. I was like, ah, shit. Welcome back, episode 14 of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. I am in my new set, or my old set, but you know, we always moving out here. First round has definitely kicked off in the NBA. A lot of shit to talk about this week. Not much on the T side of things. We're going to keep it on court. But we got the usual co-hosts with me. We got Wordu, we got Dom, we got Justin. Say what's up to the people, man.
No, sir. No, sir.
No,
yeah,
sir.
It's been a bad week for that man. It's been a terrible week for
Oh, man. They got to trade
man.
Embiid, bro. They got to trade
They need to
Embiid.
trade Simmons. No, not trade Embiid. These niggas need to trade Simmons.
Why would they trade him? All right, anyway, we're just going to do the intros.
Excommunicate
How's
Brett
your
Brown
week?
on top of that.
How's your week?
How's your week, man? How's y'all week been?
My week was
How
good.
was your week, Wordu?
My week was pretty good. I was watching a lot of great games. The playoffs started. It was amazing. Was reviewing a couple of the Lakers games too on my channel, Wordu's World. Go check it out. Go subscribe, like all that shit, you know. But the Sixers, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. We just can't guard Kemba off the pick and roll. I don't know what it is really about Kemba and that pick and roll, man. But we just can't get it.
I don't know
still
what
have
it
an
is about
ounce of
Kemba
faith.
and that pick and roll.
That pick and roll,
Something
man,
special, man.
It's unstoppable. I got a little bit of faith though that
The
we can get it
Kemba
done.
Daniel Tice pick and roll is just an unseen
Who would have
matchup.
thought it? Who would have thought?
It's
Tragic.
crazy, man. Crazy.
So
All right,
at what
we're
point
gonna-
did you know you were fucked though? Like at what point were you like, yeah, I'm terrible.
I think midway through the game 3.
Really?
Like, I
That
was like,
long? You
yeah.
that long?
Because I figured Embiid would bounce back. I mean, Embiid's been playing decent though. It's just the rest of the team is just ass.
The rest of the team that you on this podcast
Ass.
for like a month when we had guests were just preaching. The
Yeah,
rest
you-
of the team
You were
was gonna
listing
be
off
elite.
bench players I never heard of the whole podcast. Saying
The Cork Maz.
Glenn Robinson and Korkmaz, who has Glenn Robinson even played? Has he touched the
I
court?
haven't.
He has. He just hasn't
Has
been
he?
playing up to par.
He's been
He
playing.
has.
Up
He's
to
been
par
playing the
is like
garbage
5 points
minutes.
a game.
So he had Al Horford numbers basically.
Al Horford numbers.
So
man.
Blake, how you
About to-
been, man?
I'm about to roast the
Good
fuck out of
week.
the Sixers today.
week.
Good week.
It's been a good week. We're in a new state of being.
You need that webcam still. Need that
I,
camera.
I was talking about how I was going to get my webcam last week, and we don't have a webcam this week. We'll have one next week, but I also said that last week, so who fucking knows?
Bro, I don't know how your the webcam on your laptop doesn't work.
It does work. It's got like 6 pixels in it. Like it's not nothing pretty.
And you just use your phone.
Probably could have.
What? I'm using my phone. Like what?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm using
bro.
my phone.
This man using his phone and some wired earbuds.
Like,
Killing
hey,
the
man, making
game.
it work. Trying to make
That's
it
what I'm
work,
saying,
man.
killing the game. I appreciate anything is really better than the first 2 weeks of the Hoop Talk podcast. Bro.
That shit was hilarious, yo.
That
Shit was
ace.
terrible.
What
horrible.
mic were you using?
It
Like,
wasn't the mic. It was the
I didn't know
phone.
those mics existed.
No. It wasn't. No. It wasn't the mic. It was the phone. I had a very, very cheap Android, and that shit was terrible. On what did we use? Google. What was it?
Google Hangouts.
That shit did not like Google Hangouts, nigga. That shit was awful on Google Hangouts. I had to get a different phone. Once I got a different phone, shit was straight from then. But it wasn't a mic. It was just a cheap ass phone, which is like the cheapest fucking Android you can get. The cheapest one. I had.
Hey, man,
It's
he
not a
was making it
Microsoft
work.
phone.
He was making it work.
I really wasn't. I was surprised I lasted so long. That shit was like 4 episodes. I was like, Jesus, how?
I'm not like. There were times where I would dead ass just nod my head in agreement with you, and just assume you didn't say some dumb shit. That shit was rough, man. That shit was rough. But today we tried to get a guest on. He might be coming halfway through. He might not. But shout out to Young Mustard. We'll try to get you on next week. That's a longtime Discord friend of ours, in a friend of the NBA community. But let's get into these topics, man. And we already got into the Sixers, so let's go ahead and
Start
roast
with
the
the
fuck out the
Sixers.
Sixers,
We
man.
go straight for it.
Um, yeah. So the Sixers right now are down 3-0. Game 4 is literally on as we're recording this shit. So there's a chance where do Sixers might get swept while we're recording. So thoughts, prayers, concerns.
The Sixers you
mostly
knew.
prayers.
The Sixers you swore were getting to the finals is about to get swept in round 1.
Look, all I can say is they should trade Embiid. They should keep Simmons. I think Embiid is playing well. I don't think that, Embiid has been playing really, really bad to the point where he should be even be traded. I mean, the injuries, Embiid is getting slow. He's fat. He's out of shape. I get that, but he's been playing pretty decent. It's just the team as in itself is just ass, bro. Like, we can't stop a Kemba Walker pick and roll for shit because niggas want to go under the screen and they don't want to hedge screens, and then Kemba gets to that free throw line and it's a wrap. And then Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown is doing their thing. It's like, man, the team had potential, but Brett Brown has to get fired, number one. Embiid has to get traded, and this whole franchise needs to be restructured. The process, that whole shit is done. It's done.
I don't even think the process itself is done. It's just, I think the Sixers aren't in the right stage anymore. Like, we talked about this last week. The Warriors hired Mark Jackson to develop their young talent. But as soon as they got to a certain level, they felt as if Mark Jackson couldn't raise them to that next level, so they got Steve Kerr. So I think the Sixers are in that situation where, Brett Brown has done a good job in developing Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid and instilling some type of culture in there. But, I don't think he's going to take you to the finals. So, I mean, I don't really, the problems with the Sixers is more so personnel problems than it is, coaching problems. So it kind of sucks for Brett Brown. But there just has to be a lot of changes made in that franchise, man.
What do you think, Dom?
I think the niggas is disappointing. That's what I think. I just don't understand how. First of all, this is my problem with the Sixers. I'm blaming Elton Brand. That nigga needs to be fired because he put this piece of shit team together.
He did.
Brent Brown doesn't need to be fired. Brent Brown had this team competing. He put culture in the team that, let's be honest, while all of us was growing up, after AI left this team was shit. Yeah, they had a little surge with Drew Holiday, but that wasn't going anywhere. And then they tanked, and it was just the worst place to play. No one wanted to be in Philly. Then they got Joel. Joel put actual faith in Philly. I remember when Joel first got into the league after being hurt for 2 years, and you seen it was a change coming. And then they were able to build off of that, and they got to a point where they had Jimmy Butler, and they were actual contender, and I was comfortable saying they were going to the finals. Then they let Jimmy go. Well, no, Jimmy left because he didn't like how this team was. He didn't like the attitude of the team, which I can't blame him. Look how it's built, and look how it was built afterwards. Then they signed Al Horford to a max deal with Tobias Harris, who both of them are not producing. Nigga, if you gave me $30 million a year right now, I could give you 5 points. I can give you 5. I will go to the free throw line 3 times if you gave me $30 million. Come on, bro. That. Elton Brandon's who to blame for this. And it's terrible. This team just doesn't, on paper, it's like you gave a child to control and let them control a team on fucking My League. On paper, it looks great, but none of the pieces fucking match. And I think you should keep Joel because he was the player that brought faith in the city. And you trade Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons he's not who we thought he was going to be. At least to me at this point, we figured at this point in his career, he would show strides of being one of a great player. I remember when he got drafted, everyone had all-time great potential on this guy.
For Ben Simmons,
yes.
I think he's shown it.
He's shown he's gonna be a good player and can be a great player. He hasn't shown me all time. I'm not seeing all time guy. Right now, from what I've seen from Ben Simmons, I would say in right now,
I mean,
who
compared
looks
to Ben
like
Simmons, he has, but has Embiid showed to
between
be like a top 10 player?
Between Embiid and Ben Simmons, who if you look at their careers down the line, who do you see right now being ranked higher, being the better
Like
player all
by
time?
the end of their careers?
I think Ben Simmons dead ass.
I
If
think Ben
things
Simmons
continue how
by
they
the
go
end of their
down,
careers, because
I got
Embiid's already
Embiid, bro.
struggling with injury problems. Like he's been playing well, yeah, he has, but I mean, I don't really think at the end of their
Simmons
by the
hasn't
end of
been
their
the most healthy
careers
person
that
either.
yeah, by the end of their careers, I don't think Embiid will get to where he should be, and I think Ben Simmons will. Eventually, he's gonna start hitting those threes. He was already hitting them before, so he's gonna. That's gonna be a consistent shot.
I
and
don't think he's going to be where he needs to be.
No,
I don't know.
no.
Maybe it's a hot take for me. Hot take for me, but me right now, I see Joel Embiid being the better player, in my opinion.
He's
when
better
their career
now.
is over. I mean, yeah, he's better now, but I just don't see Ben Simmons becoming that player. I don't see it.
Do you
I
see
just
Lonzo being that player?
Yes, because Lonzo's the GOAT. Why are we talking about Lonzo?
Cut the cap. That nigga
Okay,
trash.
no. All bites aside, Lonzo's
That nigga some shit.
all time. I still can see Lonzo being an all-star down the line, though. No problem.
Like a two-time all-star. I could see it
I
two-time
can see-
all-star. But
I mean,
Down
Kyle
the
Korver
line-
was an all-star, so
I don't know
it's
about
possible.
like a perennial all-star type.
Nigga, Jeff Teague was an all-star. All I'm saying is Lonzo could be an all-star. I can see him being an all-star. Jeff Teague was a fucking all-star. Come on, bro.
Kyle Korver
Like, stop-
was an all-star.
Cut the cap. Come on, Paul Millsap was an all-star. Come on, bro. Like,
Jeff Teague.
I don't know.
But-
The thing with keeping Joel Embiid, I just don't know how far you can go if you're the centerpiece of your team is a post-up big in today's NBA. Like you
If
can
you
build
get-
around him, but if your if your way of winning is at the end of the day just giving Joel Embiid the ball in the post, I just don't think like that.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean,
No matter
if
how
you
much
get
build around it.
if you get a coach to kind of change, I'm not gonna say change his game, but to kind of develop him a little more into a face-up, stretch the floor big, which is basically what's everyone's going for in the NBA right now. Like that's the prototype big man now. Like face up, stretch the floor, and hopefully you can play defense. Like that's what NBA teams want. If he can develop into that, and you just put the right pieces, probably find a second guy, trade Ben Simmons for a number 2 guy, a true good number 2 guy, and build around that. Not with Al Horford, not with Tobias. Actually get other pieces that fit with the Joel trying to stretch the floor. Get you another guy that can probably play make. I see it working in the East. They can get out the East with that type of a team. Now, winning a championship, listen, bro, Kawhi got one because the Warriors got hurt. I can see another team getting hurt and Philly pull it out down the line, but I'm not going to say they about to beat a developed Mavericks team. Like if Luka and KP brings it together further down the line, I wouldn't say that team would beat that, but I don't think a Ben Simmons team led team would beat that either.
I think he has more of a chance than Embiid.
But the thing with
Does
those
he?
big men, but the
He
thing
put
with
the
those
right
big
pieces
men,
around him. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But the thing with those big men is like when people talk about them, it's more so like as a second option. Like you don't when you hear big men like that, you don't specifically want to build around them. Like even Bam, like Bam, everyone is saying like he's the future of bigs, but that's more so like he's gonna be a great.
He's a
second option to,
complementary
like, a Giannis.
piece. Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not like
saying?
but at the end of the day, basketball is a game of change. Everything changes with basketball. Now you never know how fast change is going to happen or how often it's going to happen, but change happens. We've all lived through the current shift of the NBA. When we were kids, the game was have a post up big, play inside out, take about 10 threes a game as a team. And we've literally watched the game change in front of our eyes nationwide to where it's all threes. Now, is it so crazy to think that we're going to get to a point where we have bigs leading teams? Look at Denver. Denver has a big who leads the team. Like he's their number 1. That's a team with a number 1 big man. And yes, it's looking pretty tough right now against Utah, but outside of that,
I don't think that's going to be. I don't think that's going to be enough to get them to actually win that championship.
Right now, no, but you gotta get you a number 2. You gotta find your actual role player. But it's a lot of building you have to do. But that team has potential to do that if they take
they have
strides.
potential.
So we already see a team messing with that, and now we're asking the team in the East to do the same thing. Let Joel Embiid lead your team. Now, obviously, he's not a Jokic. Jokic is basically that team's point guard, but I'm just saying, lead them in a different way. Embiid can give you 28 a game. Like, there you go. Just get you a number 2 guy that's going to handle the ball, make sure shit doesn't get out of whack. Get you a guy that can create a shot, and get you a guy that can actually shoot. Get a good shooter like they had with JJ Redick. Get you a dependable shooter. Get you a good guy to playmaking and the guy to get you buckets. That's your number 2. There's ways to make this happen. They just have to do that. And Elton Brand is incompetent of making that happen. Obviously, he can't do that.
I don't know. I just don't think like you can win with a big man as your number 1. Now, if Joel Embiid, if they can make it work somehow to the point where Joel Embiid is your number 2, like how the Lakers have it with LeBron and AD, I think that'll work.
But is AD the number 2? Like, be honest. Like, is AD the number 2 though?
I would say so, or at least have someone on the same caliber as Joel Embiid.
So 1A, 1B, because that's the Lakers have. Lakers have 1A, 1B. Watching Lakers play, if you let a guy go all in for 3 quarters and then let someone take over in the 4th, I don't think that's a 1-2. That's a 1A, 1B.
Is Embiid even if they do try and put him at number 2, at like number 2 player on the team, is he even gonna be okay with that, or is he gonna be like some Kyrie type shit and just be a total bitch about it?
First of all, Kyrie has the Kobe mentality. Kyrie's on that Kobe tree. Joel Embiid's definitely not on that tree. There's only select few.
But is he going to be okay with it? He's going
to
taking less points, taking less shots, less.
He doesn't have to take less points to be the number 2.
He's probably gonna have to.
Depending on who that number 1 is.
Fair.
I don't know.
But let's say it's somewhat. Let's say it is a circumstance where he does have to take less touches. Do you think that's just going to make the team like chemistry even worse than it already is?
I mean, if they're winning, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Who has a problem winning?
They're not winning.
I mean, obviously right now, yeah, but I'm saying in the scenario where they get an actual true number 1 guy, someone that everyone universally sees as the number 1 guy, and he's the number 2, the bona fide, there's no option, he's number 2. I don't think he's going to have a problem if that team is winning. Obviously, this isn't that team.
Damn, that's tough, man.
So who would be the number 1? Who would be the number 1?
It could have been Tatum, but that's tough.
That is tough.
Imagine if this team would have took Tatum instead of fucking Markelle Fultz, bro.
That's gonna be the next like Darko Carmelo shit. What if, man? That's tough.
It's already worse than that. It's already worse than that. As of now. And Markel's better than Darko, but it's already worse than that.
Yeah, the thing is, Markelle isn't even like a bad player anymore. It's just
he's not.
But he's not Jason.
His shot just got fucked up, and then Philly just lost faith in him. But that's tough, bro. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what the Sixers should do, because I don't think they can trade them.
1, by the way.
I don't even think they can trade their pieces for anyone.
Yo, we're about to come back next week, all apologizing to Wardu when the Sixers go on the next series 4-3.
We have no answer for Kemba, bro. Kemba has 20 points through 1/2, so I'm really concerned for this team.
See, that's the thing. The way Kemba is killing the Sixers defensively, that's exactly how the Bucks play the pick and roll too. Like I talked about this a couple weeks ago. So that's the thing I'm scared about with Milwaukee, at least for them, is that I don't know how they'll deal with a team who has a bunch of players who can actually take advantage of that weakness in their defense. Because the Celtics are looking nice with it right now. With the pick and roll. But prayers to the Sixers, man.
Prayers to the Sixers.
R.I.P. Hope for Philly.
R.I.P. man. Something has to change, whether that be Brett Brown firing Elton Brand, trading Ben Simmons, or all three. But something has to change. Again,
they're gonna do a 180 without Embiid this time.
This season was supposed to be the 180 already because they got rid of who? Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
wow, dude.
Who else to get rid of? JJ
Redick.
And then they got Josh Richardson, and then they got
Big Al
Horford. Yeah, they got Al Horford to go all in on that on that defensive side of things. But even then, they didn't even have a number 1 defense in the league. They're getting exposed defensively, if anything, and that their offense is just ass. It's just fucking ass for.
Only person that has bench points is Alec Burks, and he has all of them.
Well, they only play like 2 bench players a game. No, 3 bench players.
Glenn Robinson, Cork Maz, Matisse Thybulle, and Raul Neto.
Raul Neto. That's crazy.
Alec Burks. Yeah.
It's the depth. It's
This is what it is, man. It's not my team. My Lakers squad's doing very great.
No, it's your team. It's your team. You claim them. It's your team. Stop.
Not
You
from
literally
Philly.
said we. I don't see how we can let Kimba do that to us. That's
Yeah,
literally
you said
your
we.
words.
BSOLZ
But
next
that's not
time.
my
Next
team.
topic. We're just gonna go through each series.
He a Sixers appreciator. We'll go
Toronto-
back and forth between the East and West. But let's
Which
talk
one should
about
we-
Paul George trash ass, bro.
Oh, he is
Playoff P.
hot trash. Hot trash.
Pandemic P is going off.
Pandemic.
Let me tell y'all, man. Let me pull up these stats, but holy
Paul.
shit.
Man had one game. Now everyone got Twitter setting Twitter ablaze, and then this nigga comes out 9 points. Next game, like 11 points. I don't know what the fuck he had in game 3, but that nigga.
I
I'm
just
tired
find it
of hearing
crazy. I just find it crazy that he self-proclaimed himself as playoff P.
27.
Literally
14,
has not
11.
had it. He has not had a good playoff run since
the
2014.
Pacers days. Yeah.
That's
since the
6 years ago, and this dude is calling himself playoff.
I
P.
didn't. He called himself playoff P. I didn't see that.
He
This
did.
was last year, or
I
even 2
seen it.
years ago. I don't. I
No,
was 2 years. It was
I thought it
2018.
was
2 years
this
ago.
year. No, I mean this year.
No,
Did he
no.
not say this year?
he
Wasn't
might
it
have
when he
said
was
it
on
this year.
the Thunder?
Oh, okay.
But
That's what I was
he
saying. I
started
didn't.
that shit. He
When
started
he
that shit
scored
on the Thunder.
37 against.
I didn't hear him say it this year. That's why I was like, "What are you guys talking about?" Anyway, continue.
No, it's one of those It's one of those nicknames that are just. It's just gonna stick with him for the rest of his career until he steps.
Especially as long as he underperforms. Every time
Yeah.
he underperforms in the playoffs. This is playoff P. This is what playoff P looks like. Like
That's tough.
never would have happened if he would have came to the right LA team. All I'm saying.
That's all it would have took. That's all it would have
Just
took.
come to the Lakers. You wouldn't have been
But
this
no,
version of
I'm going
playoff P.
Clippers. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go Clippers.
Lakers didn't want to trade for me. They obviously didn't
Fuck
want
outta
me that
here.
bad.
Fucking
child.
Clippers.
Yeah.
Who's the
Alright,
greatest
now-
Clipper of all time? I don't know either.
Kawhi.
Now, go already like 60
Blake
games.
Griffin.
Kawhi pulling the Toronto already. He's the greatest Raptor and
Elton
Clipper of all
Brand,
time.
nigga.
Out of one game.
He's just gonna
In
collect all the
one-
Infinity
in
Stones.
1 year. In 1 year. He's the best player of two
He's gonna go to
franchises
the
in 2 years.
Timberwolves
That's
next
crazy.
year and be the best
The
player.
Timberwolves.
Nah, KG all day.
That
It's
would be a
still
Kawhi
KG.
thing to do, though. That would be a Kawhi thing to do. You talking about PG or Kawhi?
Kawhi.
Kawhi.
Yeah,
He's got to go all the booty teams and just become their best player all time.
It's gonna be his fucking legacy. That's gonna be his goal argument. He's the best player of all time on 6 different teams. Yeah, it was the fucking Timberwolves and the Clippers and the Knicks. The fuck out of here.
Nah, if he goes to the Knicks, and
Knicks.
wins the
If he
championship-
goes to the Knicks and actually makes them,
Nah, that's
if he
different.
brings the Knicks to the finals,
That's
he's
different.
I'll
definitely
tolerate a go
without
argument with
he's
that.
top 10 all time.
That is
Nah,
that
he
is
is
the
top
quickest
5,
way to being a
nigga.
top 15 player of all time. If
He
you
is
do
top
that
Win
5.
with
one
the
year,
Knicks.
if you do that for 1 year, like you gonna get a lot of respect. Cause I honestly just want to see like the finals in Madison Square. I feel like that'd be so lit.
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Before I die, I want to see the finals.
I don't even care if the
Oh,
Knicks win. I just want to see the finals in MSG, like in the modern era.
Knicks
But,
versus Lakers? How does?
The question I have with y'all, because we gotta have this conversation, man. Did Kawhi make the right decision of going to the Clippers? Or
He
should
made the right
just have-
decision for himself, but
I'm about to say for him,
wanting
yeah.
to play with Paul George, probably not. I don't even think he likes playing with Paul George. That's my little conspiracy theory because I don't really think he likes his playing style. Really, he might like him as a person. I know they talk about.
He does
Jordan.
like playing with Paul George.
Huh?
He likes playing with Paul George.
No, he likes playing with PG. Okay, let me refine the question. Would he have a better shot of winning a championship with the Clippers or with the Raptors?
I think it's obvious it's the Raptors. I don't know why this is even.
I don't know.
a
Is the,
question.
so you don't think this Clippers team is better than the Raptors team?
I mean, the Raptors team is just as good even without him. So if you add him, that's just enough to take them back to where they were, like right back in the finals.
All right, so
I think they could beat the Bucks.
with that logic, let's take the 2019 Toronto Raptors that just won the championship,
Yeah.
and the 2020 Clippers, and let's just say
Yeah.
Pascal Siakam is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Do you think the 2019 Raptors are better than this year's Clippers?
I think they could beat them in a 7-game series.
I don't think so. I think this
It
Clippers.
is
I mean,
what it is. It is
the
what
fact
it
that
is.
we're just even having this conversation is pretty impressive on the Raptors' part.
Yeah.
Raptor, that's what I'm saying. It won the Coach of the Year for a reason. So if Kawhi was still on that team, it's not going to be easy. It's going to go 7 games. It could go either way, honestly. But I think the Raptors would definitely. I think they have a higher chance with how they're playing without. They're playing like this without him, then they get him. Like, nah, bro. It's just different. It's different.
I mean, listen,
You said the same
no,
shit about the
but
Celtics.
Kawhi would be on both
I'm about to say
teams.
no offense. No
So
offense.
you can't just say
people.
Kawhi was different.
I just
On
want to
both
say no
teams.
offense. I'm just gonna go with the opposite of whatever Wordu said. So the
Yeah.
fact that Wordu is saying
So wait,
the
BSOLZ, are you
Raptors
saying
is
like
why I'm going with the
who's on that Clippers roster?
Kawhi.
this Clippers team,
Paul
this year's
George.
Clippers.
This year's Clippers team.
What Clippers did you think we were talking about? Lob City?
So you're just saying
Blake
who would
Griffin.
rather win, just the Clippers with Kawhi, or just
I'm
Who's the
not.
better
I'm not.
team?
Okay. I'm
This
not. I'm not
year's
even talking
Clippers or
about like.
last year's Raptors.
I'm not even talking about if the Clippers and the Raptors faced off in a 7-game series. I'm saying if Kawhi was on the Raptors this year, would he have a better shot of winning a championship than the shot that he has right now? That would also mean that Kawhi is not on the. Obviously, the Clippers won't have Kawhi, so take that into consideration.
I think it would be easier just because of how harder the West has gotten compared to the East. I think it would be a little bit easier. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Because the Raptors would
he'd probably
face
be
the
playing
Nets.
it'll be easier to get to
LeBron
the
in the
finals, but I don't
finals.
think it'll be easier to win.
because he'd be playing against the Lakers, probably, right?
Yeah,
I
you're
know
gonna be
you're
not
facing
facing
the
the
bum
Lakers.
you're
Warriors.
you're gonna be the toughest team you're gonna face is gonna be in the finals. So it's gonna be an easier path to the finals if he stays in the East. But if he goes out west, if he stays with the Clippers, not stays with the Clippers, but this Clippers team, yes, it's a tougher battle. But once you face that East team, bearing that is the Bucks, which even if it is the Bucks, I still got the Clippers winning in 6. Like, let's be honest, if it's not the Bucks, they're beating whoever in the Eastern 5. The Clippers, they're beating any team in the Eastern 5, in my opinion. Raptors maybe 6 just because of they want to be feisty, but I'm taking Clippers in 5. With regular season P. Obviously, playoff P is not
Regular
That's
season
what I'm
P.
saying. Okay.
regular
I
season
don't know how
P.
you say that so comfortably with playoff P playing like this.
Regular season P.
I don't
And
know
I'm
if you're talking
taking
about the
this team
same
in
person.
5. Now, playoff P, I got Clippers in 7 because Kawhi has
I'm
quit.
taking playoff Pascal, bro.
That's what
Playoff
I'm saying. I
Pascal.
don't know.
Oh, the other playoff P. Okay.
Yeah, the other playoff P, East playoff P, man. He might
Playoff
he
P
might
of
not
the East.
playoff P might not even be the best playoff P in the league, which is crazy.
That's really sad.
That's tough, bro.
Playoff Caldwell Pope.
Playoff
Stop.
Caldwell.
Stop.
Hey, KCP showed out.
Speaking of the
last
Lakers,
game.
man,
He been out here showing
playoff
out.
Danny. What's up with playoff Danny, man?
He left
playoff
all
D.
his talent in goddamn Toronto in the playoffs. Jesus Christ.
I did my video on that.
I haven't even looked at the stats. Let me look up these.
I already
You don't
did
need
that
to.
entire game. I don't feel like even talking about that game. That shit pissed me off, bro.
Hey, keep
Danny
it
Green,
up,
Danny
man.
Green, Danny Green literally has a one roll with fucking spot up and shoot. You can't even do that. Nigga shoots 2 for 8 in game 2. You can't even fucking, bro. You have one job. How hard is it? How does KCP have more points than you? How is Caruso guarding? Oh my god, I talked about this already on the video. I don't feel like.
Whoa, why is
It's,
Caruso
it's gonna give me a migraine,
What's-
and I
what's
don't.
wrong?
I don't like having a migraine.
What's wrong?
What's the matter? Why is Caruso guarding who?
Dom, what'd you think of the Laker game?
What's wrong?
Game 3?
The whole series. So far.
Whole series? I mean, what was my prediction? We went in 6, but LeBron was going to struggle the first 2 games and then show out afterwards. Looks like I'm pretty. Am I on track right now?
We gonna
Looks
talk
like I'm
about
on track.
LeBron for a minute.
I was
Y'all
like,
were
look like
talking
I'm on
mad
track.
shit.
Because the first 2 games he was pretty meh and then showed out game 3.
Man.
So my prediction was looking pretty fire. I'm on track. And I said that the Blazers were not going to, show up. Granted, Dame did mess his hand up, and I don't know. I mean, I'm a Laker fan, so Kobe always messed his hands up and dropped 40. So I don't know what that has to do with anything. But hey, everyone's not Kobe, obviously. All right,
Clearly.
Oh,
But,
happy birthday to Kobe, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
42nd.
42nd, man.
I gotta get my Kobe tattoo. It's tough.
Happy birthday.
But yeah, man. Lakers are looking pretty scary,
Still not
and not in a
convinced.
good
Do
way.
you think Portland's going to get another game on him before the end of the season?
Nah. I think
No?
Lakers in 6.
No.
I'm gonna say Lakers.
I think the next
now.
game might be their best chance because they're gonna want to tie it up. But if
Yeah.
after that, then
I think the Blazers. This is a must win for the Blazers. I think they're gonna get it done. Lakers in
If
6.
they don't, it's a wrap. They have to. This next game is a must win for them.
That's
this man Danny
that's
Green
tomorrow.
really is trash though.
But if the Blazers win tomorrow, I think the Lakers are winning the next 2. Just end it.
so you don't know who's going to win the next game, but regardless, you think they'll
Let me repeat that again. I said if the Blazers win, the Lakers will win the next 2 after that.
But if the Lakers win,
If the Blazers win, Blake Griffin, then
Blake
Lakers
Griffin.
will win the next 2. That is my prediction.
Wardu, this is what
6.
Wardu, this is what I just said. I said you don't know who's going to win the next game because you said if the Blazers win, not the Blazers will win. You said if.
If I'm saying Lakers in 6, what do you think that means? I'm so confused. Like, what are you trying to say?
Never mind. I can't even argue with him.
Next,
I'm saying
He
Lakers in
says
6.
if.
Like what?
He says the word if, and I say it could go either way, and he goes no. Like, bro, what? Anyway,
Do you know what I mean? Do you understand? Like,
I understand what you're
speaking
saying.
English?
This has
Jesus
nothing to do with
Christ.
me.
Because I think I said
Jesus
Lakers
Christ,
in 6 about 8
Wardu.
times.
you said I'm just
I'm
here
on
so
the
I don't get fined.
Facts.
You're giving me
Do it
AIDS.
dumb.
Next
All right, man.
topic.
Danny
Next
Green
topic.
Hold on,
show
look,
up.
I'm looking at Danny Green stats, bro. The last 15 games, this man has shot over 50% just once. Just once.
Last
That's
15.
Last 15 games.
Let's see. He's 5
Man-
for
man is
16 from the
averaging-
3.
Man is averaging 30. Okay, so the last 12 games of the regular season, 38% from the field, 29% from 3, 25% from the free throw line. 25% from the free throw line, bro. That's tough. That's tough. Danny Green really is a walking
Playoff Green.
bucket. He's a walking bucket of trash, bro. That's tough.
Damn.
That's tough.
That's tough. For
Nigga,
real.
you just won a fucking title. Make a 3. What the fuck is wrong with Danny Green, bro?
Jeremy Lin just won a title too, so
And now he's in China.
let's not go crazy.
And Amari
I'm-
Stoudemire is in the Jewish league. What does that mean?
The
What are
Jewish,
you talking?
this is Jewish league.
There's
He
a
is
Jew-
Israeli in basketball league.
You have to be Jewish though.
Obviously not. He's not Jewish.
clearly not.
I don't know.
He's not Jewish.
All right,
I could
y'all.
do that.
Next, next series. Let's talk about the Jazz and the Nuggets. This one was actually one of the ones we missed a mark on a little bit. Kind of underestimated the Jazz. I didn't. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I knew what the Jazz were capable of, specifically Donovan Mitchell.
Deflection game on 100. That man said we were kind of off. I mean, I wasn't. Them niggas was wrong. I knew this could happen.
Wardy, what would you say Donovan Mitchell has to do to be better than?
He's better, nigga.
Okay.
Oh, he's better than the booger now. Now he's better than
Wordy doesn't even believe that. He just wants everyone to shut up.
Exactly, bro. Let the nigga win the series first before I can come up with conclusions. Can I at least wait till the series is over?
I said,
Okay.
what would he have to do in the
Yeah, yeah.
future?
Win the
I-
series.
we can't
Win
wait.
the series. Win the
All right,
series.
Win the series.
Win the series.
Okay.
Get to the
So
second round. and
okay.
get swept.
So D Mitch is already putting up the numbers. He is winning. So you're saying if
In the playoffs.
if the Jazz beat the Nuggets, he is better than Devin Booker.
He will currently be better than Devin Booker. Yes, he will.
But then in his
He
rookie
will currently.
year, he performed very well against a Thunder team with Paul George, Russ, and Melo, and beat them in round 1. He
They're
wasn't
trash.
better than
That Thunder team was trash.
but still, he wasn't better than Booker then.
In my opinion, I didn't think it was.
Okay.
But
He's
if he
gotten
does,
better.
if he beats his Nuggets team, I think for sure that he is better.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
A differing
can't-
opinion. Very
I
interesting.
can't stand Anthony
It's
Edwards, bro.
crazy
I'm
how you
sorry,
switch
that
like
was
that.
off topic. I was
Tough.
looking
What's
at
wrong
the
with
game,
Anthony Edwards, man?
bro. First of all,
That
anyone
nigga's
who
not
has
that good, bro.
anyone who has Kevin Durant as the number one player on their all-time list cannot be trusted. You
Kill
can't
yourself.
trust
Die.
people like
Explode. Die.
that. Like that right there.
He's the best
That
player.
was the surefire way to let me know this nigga's about to be hot booty cheeks in the league.
He
You
is
got
the best
KD
player.
as he has KD over LeBron, Jordan,
Yes, as he should.
Magic,
Right.
everyone.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. It's hard to believe. Huh?
What?
A differing opinion. I know.
Kevin Durant's the greatest player we've ever seen play basketball.
I
What?
know, Dom. But it's
What did he do? When did this
He-
happen?
He's the GOAT.
What made him the GOAT? I can tell
Greatest
you right
scorer
now.
of all time.
First of all, hold on. He's not. Stop.
There's
I can
my-
tell you right now. I
There's
can
an
tell
argument.
you right now the moment that people say make LeBron the GOAT, what made Jordan the GOAT, how niggas said Kareem was the GOAT. They have moments where it's like, okay, there it is. That's greatness. Where was that moment with Kevin Durant? When did you look at
LeBron
KD and
win
was like,
3 straight rings on the Lakers? I might entertain it.
and this is why
No,
you're always wrong.
he's just talking about what's the argument for KD.
That's what I'm saying. What has KD done to make you say that is what the greatest player of the NBA history ever? That's what it looks like.
Because with Wilt, all right, like
The
good average,
NBA
like 50
history.
a game. Bill Russell 11 rings, Jordan 6 for 6, LeBron longevity.
Comeback
Other
3-1,
shit.
longevity, like things that no one has ever done. What has KD done? Where it's like, oh, there it is.
I think Curry got a.
GOAT material.
I think Curry
Curry
has
has
a better
more
case.
of an argument. Curry's already higher all time than KD.
I
Like,
still don't
there's
know what
no
KD
list.
did. I still don't know what KD did to be put above Curry. I still don't know.
BSOLZ. Like, imagine this, right? Imagine you start a podcast. And imagine Young Mustard starts a podcast, right? And both of y'all podcasts is going. And imagine Young Mustard's podcast starts doing way more numbers than you. And he has the better podcast.
Right.
You quit your podcast to join his podcast. And then go make another podcast after being on that shit for 2 years and being like, yeah, I'm the best podcaster. That's what the fuck Kevin Durant is doing. Like, yeah, I'm number one. Yeah. Like, I put the work in.
One.
Like, no, nigga, that's how
Oh, you
do
still
you
talking
go?
about KD? Oh, I'm sorry.
How do you
I'll
join
stop
the nigga
there.
that beats you
Uh,
and say you're better than him?
That's tough.
You have no argument. You can't even tell me what KD's the GOAT. Like, I'm still waiting for that answer. How is
It's
KD
3
the
against 1 at this point, so it's better for me
I
to
haven't
just
said
not
a
say
word.
it.
GOAT? No one say word. Do I'm asking you? Tell me what Kevin Durant has done to be the GOAT.
Be so
It's
nice.
time out. Side note. Before we get going, I feel like people in the comment section dead ass think we're bullying Wordu, and Wordu.
We
if
are. No, we are.
I'm sorry, but like we're just fucking joking around here, all right?
Hurting my feelings, man.
Head ass.
About to
I'm
cry.
bullying Wordu. I don't fuck this PC shit. I'm bullying Wordu because I can't stand this nigga.
We're
I can't.
cyberbullying him.
I can't. I'm bullying
Oh my
Wordu.
God.
So yes, if
I
you
guess,
think
I
someone's
guess they're
bullying,
bullying Wordu because
I'm
Justin just said
bullying
he's
Wordu.
bullying
Booty,
Wordu.
booty on no one knows.
Booty on.
I am bullying Wordu. Okay, BSOLZ can speak for himself. Just like
Wordu,
his
I am not
Denver-
bullying you.
you
I'm just trying to
popping.
talk ball.
I'm trying to talk ball too.
You know damn well
bullying
you can't
you
bully me.
while
nigga.
talking ball.
The fuck
All
is
I'm
wrong
saying
with you,
is-
bro?
Do you actually no? All trolls aside. Do you agree with Anthony Edwards?
I think KD is a top 20 player of all time. I don't
So
think
then no.
he
Okay,
is-
so then okay. we
So
can't
then
I
do
no.
that.
don't think he is in the
But
GOAT
to
conversation.
answer,
I don't
to
think he's in
answer
the
your
GOAT
question-
conversation yet. Now,
you
if
don't,
he
you don't have to
wins
keep
a
going. You
title
don't have to keep going. You don't have to
Kyrie
keep
on the
going.
Nets.
You don't have to keep
Huh?
going. It's okay. You don't have to keep
Okay.
going. It's okay.
We got all the information we need.
Y'all are OD.
I just wanted to
Hello.
know, did you think he was number one? You said top 20, so obviously he's not number one. Cool. BSOLZ,
LeBron
to
is
answer
the
your
best.
question, all I'm saying is that there's a trend where there's probably like 2 guys who are like nationally known and people assume are going to be very great in the league. And then you have that one player that comes from a smaller school or smallish school or just not that highly known for basketball. A guy come from that school. We've had Markel at Washington, John Morant at, was it Monroe, wherever he went? Murray State, was it?
Nigga said
Yeah.
Monroe.
Monroe
Exactly.
State.
I never heard of Murray
What
State.
the fuck is
Nigga.
a
So yeah,
Monroe?
I don't know what a Murray is. So hey, anyway,
Marilyn Monroe?
Murray's-
I mean,
Murray
James
State.
Wiseman is coming from Memphis.
Memphis. Nigga said
But
I
James,
didn't know what the
but
fuck
James
Monroe was.
Wiseman was known from his high school days as being a player that people just assumed was going to be great. Like I said, there's players that we just
Derrick
know
Rose.
are going to be great.
Yeah, all right.
LaMelo Ball, he's a player that just people know, even though he didn't go to school, obviously, but people just assume he's going to be great. He has that hype. He has I think he's the best player in the draft, but that's just my opinion.
He is.
But just what people think is going to be great. So James Wiseman, LaMelo, that's what's going to be. Trey Young, fucking Luka. Trey Young, Luka. I mean, DeAndre Ayton, niggas was just hyping him up because they were racist against Luka. We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. They were being racist.
Reverse racism?
Like that's all it was. It's just racism against Luka.
The crazy thing about DeAndre Ayton, I've never seen a number one pick that no one's given a fuck about, which is crazy.
Ever. Like, bro,
Ever. And it's not even like he's playing bad. Like, if you look at his numbers,
He's playing decent.
He's playing.
He's putting up
doing
number
good.
one overall pick numbers.
And knowing people care more about Anthony Bennett than they do DeAndre Ayton, bro. No one cares.
That's crazy.
Relax.
No one
Relax.
cares.
We're
That's
not gonna
crazy.
do that. Nah, I'm not gonna go that far.
Yes, bro. No. How many times have you talked about DeAndre Ayton?
When was the last time I talked about Anthony Bennett? The fuck?
Before
nigga?
you talked about DeAndre Ayton, I can tell you that much.
That's cap. The Suns went undefeated, and Ayton was definitely a factor in them going undefeated. Don't do that.
But you didn't mention it when he did.
If I to say you didn't say anything about him, though.
I literally listed players that did well during that whole freaking run that they went on. I said Ricky Rubio. I said Booker. I said Ayton.
He does like to just
I
list
definitely said
players
Cam
he knows
Johnson.
the name of.
Anyway,
He'll
Yes,
go down the
like-
bench and just read the name.
all I'm saying
Get a camera,
to answer the original question, I just don't. I mean, I haven't seen too much of Anthony Edwards. Didn't really know who he was until his name was just being shot up into the conversation.
The next
Number
pick,
one pick.
Gilchrist.
I thought Cole Anthony was going to be one of those
Oh
players you
my
could put up there. I don't know.
The next Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
He is, bro. He's not
Oh
that
my-
good, bro.
No, he's not that bad.
Look at his
I'm not
bro.
gonna
Look
say
at his
that.
highlights, bro.
I'm literally looking at them right now, and he reminds me of Victor Oladipo, and that's not a bad
He
player.
is fucking
That's
Kid
not a bad player at
Gilchrist.
all. But do you think he should be number one?
And Oladipo was playing
I
like
think he's a top
shit.
3 pick, which is
That's another
what he is
topic
right
in
now.
itself.
You think he's top three?
Yeah, I mean, I think LaMelo has a case for
I think he's
one.
borderline top
Wiseman
three.
has a case for one. It's not like he's like a Zion Williamson number 1 overall pick where it's just like, all right, you gotta draft Anthony Edwards. But I think he has a case.
But
I wouldn't be.
Was
I wouldn't be
Markel
upset.
that guy? Was Markel that? Oh, you have to draft Markel at number one?
I
Yeah,
would say
he
so,
was.
Yeah. I would say so. Yeah. Going
I
into
don't
that
think
draft.
he was. I definitely didn't see him being.
That was
I didn't
mostly
think he
because
was.
of the stats that he was putting up at Washington.
I
That
didn't
wasn't
think
really
he was
like-
better than. I didn't think he was better than Jason Tatum. I thought Jason Tatum was the number one player in that.
Yeah,
draft.
Jason Tatum. I mean, Jason
Jason Tatum
Tatum.
was a better player.
Niggas looked at
He-
Jason Tatum different after that run in March Madness because he didn't really play well in March Madness, so that kind
But
of affected.
regardless, Jason Tatum at the time, I'm just saying my personal opinion. Speaking for
Yeah,
me,
yeah. I remember you talking about Jason Tatum highly going into that draft, but
yeah,
overall,
Jason Tatum.
Marco Fultz was the consensus number 1 pick.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and I feel like Anthony Edwards is the consistent number one pick. If you look at, I mean, maybe I should look at a mock draft to be sure, but from what I've heard and what I've seen before before the draft lottery, it was all Anthony Edwards was probably number one, and I knew James Wiseman would go number 2. The Warriors, ever the Warriors picking, that's where James Wiseman was going, depending on who was before them. And I'm glad they got number 2 because the Warriors are taking James Wiseman. That's just a no-brainer. There's no reason to trade that pick.
Yeah,
You need a big.
I still think they
That's
might
the
trade
big
it though.
you get.
But if they do
For
pick,
who?
they should pick Wiseman. If they do pick, I think honestly, Obi Toppin's actually gonna go get drafted
I
higher.
really
than
like Obi
Edwards.
Toppin, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
As far as
I
an
really like
NBA
Obi Toppin.
prospect and who's NBA ready, I think he's more NBA ready than Anthony Edwards for sure.
Obi Toppin's he's gonna turn a lot of heads when he gets in the
So
league. I don't know
his
where he's
stock
gonna go.
might go up.
He's going top 10. I know he's going top 10. I got him going probably 7.
To the
Yeah,
Knicks.
whoever drafts Obi Toppin, I think is gonna be really happy. Because
Obi Toppin to the Knicks is crazy, yo.
I think this is a draft where you can like get a really good player at 14, and the gap between like the top 5 pick and 14 isn't that big. It's kind of like I think someone mentioned it on Twitter earlier. It's kind of like the 2013 draft, where the top 5 was kind of like it's not the strongest we've seen, but you're gonna see a bunch of players like in the 14 to 30 that like we didn't know would explode, but actually will.
First of all,
So-
LaMelo Ball is going to carry that top 5. Extreme. LaMelo Ball is. I'm going on record right now saying this right now. He's getting drafted to Charlotte. LaMelo Ball will have the impact of what Luka had to the Mavericks to the Charlotte Hornets. I'm saying that now. LaMelo Ball is going to turn around the Charlotte Hornets. I'm going on that hill. I planted my Nick Wright flag for Lonzo, and here's the other flag for LaMelo. I got both my flags ready.
Nigga, you know we're
I'm
talking
dying
about
on
the
this hill.
Hornets, bro.
Yes,
Are you sure you don't want to change
we are
this?
talking about the Bobcats. Yes, I know.
The Bobcats.
Oh, man.
That's-
I'm dying on
that's
this
a
hill.
good
LaMelo
team.
Ball's
Terry
turning
Rozier,
it around,
bro.
LaMelo
Scary
Ball's
Terry,
turning that
baby.
team around, bro.
That's
You know
a
who would
wrap.
be good on that team?
6'8" point guard that can
Kawhi.
ball.
Kawhi
Get-
could turn that team around, and get another ring. I'm saying.
be the best player in Hornets history.
But, oh god.
As soon as he signs, which is crazy.
The moment he signed, the first preseason game, he's already the best Hornet ever. First
The
preseason game.
Hornets. Oh, my
But yes,
God.
LaMelo Ball's turning around the Hornet. So
Jesus
he's
Christ.
gonna be. I got LaMelo being the best player out in this class, and I feel like he's not gonna get Rookie of the Year. I think it's gonna go probably to Obi Toppin or James Wiseman. But
I
LaMelo
think
Ball's
James
definitely
Wiseman
gonna
will
be
get Rookie of the Year. That's a safer pick.
I don't
Oh,
I
you
don't know
already-
if he can put up the numbers.
I don't know any of these college.
I think he
players
could.
We didn't get
You
March
gotta think
Madness, and that's the only college I
Clay's gonna be
watched.
coming off of an injury. I don't know. Is his rust gonna be like Gordon Hayward's rust, where he needs a year to get back to where he was, or is he gonna be the same guy? Is he gonna be slightly worse? You don't know what Clay. Steph Curry's gonna be Steph Curry, but Steph Curry is very unselfish, and I feel like James Wiseman is a
Yeah.
talented big, and anytime you have a talented big, you let that motherfucker play. You let him ball. And Curry has no problem taking less shots to let someone ball. You've seen that when he let that fucking diva Kevin Durant come on the team and bitch complain and get his shots up. You know, Clay, I remember
Dom
Clay.
really
Like
hates
LeBron
KD,
isn't a diva
which is
himself.
crazy.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
just so
I'm
confused
just
with
saying.
this man.
I still
when
remember your
LeBron-
rant video when KD signed. Holy shit.
Bro, I don't like
That's how you die.
Bro, it's just when a man does something, it's certain thing a man does that you just know defines him as a person. Like certain actions men do define them. Like Wordu, your actions of being wrong just lets me know you're a wrong person. Like if you have
You're
an
a
opinion,
wrong person.
if you think something, I 95% of the time should think the opposite, unless it's just common sense. Because 5% of the time you use common sense. But other than that, the other 95% of the time, I just think opposite. That's just you. We're good friends, doing the most. Y'all should definitely go stream that. One of the best songs ever. We are great friends. But I'm just saying, I know if you think, hey, yo, do I want Burger King, McDonald's? Oh, no, you should get Burger King. I'm going to McDonald's. Like that's just our relationship. All right,
That's our relationship.
that's
he
just
said.
how it is. Certain men do things that you just know that defines them. When
He's
Kevin
gonna
Durant went,
eat at a whole different restaurant just because you wanted to.
when Kevin Durant went to the Warriors, with the attitude he went to the Warriors with, you didn't even Look, at least LeBron, you know, he tried to make fun of it, make light, you know, try to, you know, build some hype. You just went like an asshole. You were like, nah, fuck the NBA. I don't care. I'ma just go win a championship and chase like I want to.
I'm not.
Exactly. Why not? Because you're that type of person.
It's
You're
his
the same
basketball
type of
decision.
person.
Why
It's
can't
just-
he go where
It's
he can't
just
go where he wants to go?
I'm
The-
never gonna look at Kevin Durant the same.
Wardu can't
I just
understand
won't.
because he's the same type of person KD is. That's why
He
he
sees
can't
nothing
understand this
wrong.
argument.
There's two type of
I
people.
wish I was KD.
There's
We should have me
people-
some KD money for
There's
sure.
people that
Definitely.
see absolutely nothing wrong with what KD did, and there's people that see exactly what's wrong with what KD did.
I
That's
ethically
it.
see it, but I don't
you don't.
care. It's a business decision. It's a company. It's business. He
Exactly.
can go where he wants to win a championship and get more rings.
I don't think it was
called
as
the
serious
NBA.
as people make it out to be though. Like it was definitely
This
a lot of
isn't this
overreactions.
isn't 1990. This is 2020. Niggas gonna go where they want to go. Everyone's lovey dovey now.
All I know
It's a different
is,
era.
all I know is,
You know
look
it's a
at the Thunder. When you the Thunder,
If KD
held a
goes back to
special
the
place.
Thunder and wins a chip like LeBron went back, It
won't even be the same. It won't be the same.
Honestly, I think I'd let it slide. I think
because it's not even about what he did to the Thunder. It's about what he did to Russ. That's the difference.
Nobody cares about Russ.
Yo,
Russ is garbage.
Tobias Harris is on the ground and his head is bleeding.
What? I'm about to say, I just see him laid out. What the hell?
Yo.
Head's bleeding.
I'm just praise to Tobias, bro. I don't even know what the fuck happened. He's just laying on the ground.
Yeah, I just looked over. Yeah, I just looked
blood
over
on his hands.
Laid out. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Did he land out? Did he get a concussion or what?
I don't know.
I don't even know. They got to show the replay, but holy shit.
From where he's laying, I think he might have slipped. I guess I don't know. Slipped off a dunk. I guess I don't know.
He's moving. Holy shit.
He
like
wasn't
barely moving. Like he's barely moving.
Did he land on his face? Oh, I think they're showing the replay. Okay. No.
That's deadly, yo.
Oh, they just faded to this.
Man, come on, Twitter.
Damn. Wait, what happened? I can't see it. I'm watching the stream.
They're in commercial break now.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the screenshot. He's just fucking laid out. There's blood on the court.
I'm pretty sure we're watching the same stream.
I'm looking at the stream. I thought niggas watching it live. I don't know.
I'm watching the same stream, but
I'm about to say I'm looking at the damn Sixers logo right now. I don't know.
That man was laid the fuck out, bro. Hey, prayers up to Tobias, man. Obviously, like being dead ass with all the shit talking we do, we always wish the best for these players, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
Except for KD.
Like it's all basketball talk, but like,
come on, man, we trying to be serious.
Hey, KD don't pay my bills, so y'all can say whatever y'all want. He don't pay my bills, nigga. Talk all the shit y'all want. I don't give two shits.
I feel like if KD did see this video, he'd low-key be butthurt about that too.
I'm pretty sure if KD seen this video, he'll go to one of his 30 burner accounts and let us know. Okay, so Tobias on his feet. He's walking. He's on his feet. Okay. All right. My guy's good. He
needs concussion protocol. Yeah.
J. Cole is good. J. Cole's good.
Yeah.
Put him in the pop-up tent.
Oh, shit. I saw the replay.
What did he do? He fell on his face?
I think he went up for a rebound and he went up for a rebound and then his legs got caught under Jason Tatum and his head basically slammed straight to the floor.
Damn.
Should have just drafted Jason Tatum, man.
He wouldn't have been there.
Crazy.
He's dead.
He's not dead. He's walking. He's walking.
Bleacher Report tweeted the picture and he's deceased in the
concussion protocol. Concussion protocol.
That's crazy.
Is it sad that I'm looking at his shoes to see if there's blood on his shoes so I can think of the J. Cole head? Oh damn! Damn!
Yeah, he got
I still haven't seen the replay.
I seen it. Oh man! Oh man!
Oh, they're showing it right now. Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh god!
Exactly.
Oh fuck!
Damn, bro. That's wild.
Ow! Yo. Oh, he hit the ground head first. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's definitely he got a concussion.
That's tough.
For sure.
Did he pass out? Is that why he's laying like that? Because he passed out like afterwards?
Shit, I would have passed out.
I'm not saying I don't think he just decided to lay like that. Like, yeah.
Because he landed hard.
Was it his neck?
Yeah, he landed hard.
It was his neck.
Not so much his neck. It was just his face.
His forehead first.
If you hit your head, you'll be okay.
It's his forehead.
Bend your neck the wrong way. You bend your neck the wrong way.
I don't think he's gonna be just okay, immediately. I think it might be.
Oh no! I mean,
give it some time.
He's got the off season.
He'll be all right, bro.
He'll get the off season to recover.
He's like, he'll be all right. Just wrap it up.
Wrap it up like a condom.
Wrap it up like a condom. I'm saying he's good.
Out here treating him like his 80s basketball. Like, oh, can he walk? He can play. Let's go. Like,
no, I'm saying if he gets a concussion,
there's no hand checking.
If he snaps his neck, he's not gonna be fine.
Damn, that shit is tragic.
So now their best perimeter scorer is Jason.
Man,
Richardson.
It's been a good season. Sixers, they had a
this man
promising
Embiid just
run.
kicked the ball.
He's pissed. I can't wait for the memes. I cannot wait.
Bro, he kicked the ball like
he
was
doesn't
fucking
give
Ronaldo.
a fuck.
The Joel crying memes are the funniest shit I've ever seen.
That's crazy.
With the Playboy Cardi mix.
Let's talk about TJ Warren because Bubble TJ's done. The Linsanity's over. The 2 weeks are done.
What I say about that series? I say Heat in 5, just because of Bam Adebayo just gonna be too much for Oscar to handle.
I thought it was gonna go to like 6 or 7, but the Heat are
And
nice,
honestly, their
man.
shooting too is way, way better too. Oladipo playing like shit. I don't know if it's his injury, but that nigga playing like he don't even know he's on the court sometimes. I don't know what Oladipo's doing. And the fact that Brogdon is damn near getting a triple-double and fucking TJ Warren are the only two options. Oladipo's there just playing like Lonzo. It's really sad, bro.
Yo, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
He's playing like Lonzo. I sometimes I forgot he's even on the court. Honestly, like he's
All right,
just
all right.
not
Let
good.
me correct myself. TJ Warren has actually been playing good. It's
Yeah.
just not bubble TJ Warren standards. Like
Yeah, he's been playing
the
decent.
the 3 games he's been averaging like 20.7 rebounds and 3 steals on 47%, which is good. But
I mean, he averaged 18 on the
that's-
year, so yeah, he's back there.
yeah, but
He's not Ultra
that's not
Instinct
the
no more.
35.
He just had to
yeah,
win
he's not Ultra Instinct.
he-
anymore.
Win sanity.
He unlocked Ultra Instinct for a quick 2 weeks and can't unlock it again. That's what happened.
This is base TJ Warren. This is base TJ Warren.
Yeah.
It's not even Kyle Ken TJ Warren. It's just base TJ Warren, man. Yeah, he's been getting clamped up by Jimmy. Okay, let me not say clamped up, but Jimmy's been outplaying him, and the drama between those two, I think, was kind of overblown. Like they don't really give a fuck.
They overblown. It wouldn't have been overblown had the pandemic shit not happened. Had they been able to play like an actual game in an arena with fans who would have hyped it up even more, like the fans would have edged that shit on even more. Like every time something would have happened, they would have fucking or some weird shit. Like Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Butler's an emotional guy, so you know if he fucking strips TJ, he's gonna look at the fucking crowd and get hyped. And there's but because there's no one there, it's just fucking coaches you look over at and teammates who, let's be honest, they're not gonna fucking just. The NBA is not where it was 20 years ago, where niggas would like legit just talk shit like they wanted to fight on the court. Like that's not how it goes. Like a couple guys maybe, but not everyone. So Jimmy's just out there playing. Now I will say this: it's sad how TJ Warren is really running from the challenge of guarding Jimmy. Like that is something I've noticed. Bro, I've never seen someone switch off of a man so much.
I swear.
And that nigga just guards him every time. Like
Aside
I'm like,
from
yo,
LeBron?
TJ.
Let me chill.
Niggas just want me to go off. That's what it is. Niggas just want me to go off. It's all right though. I'm not going to because I have good self-control.
2018?
LeBum.
Game 3?
First of all,
that control is getting loose.
2018 LeBron had all rights to play no defense because who else was going to fucking score? All right, who else was going to score?
It was one possession, bro. One possession.
Who else was going to score? All right.
Who else was going to play defense?
Anyone. You ain't scoring. Do something. If you're not scoring, you should play defense. So yeah.
So you're telling me you're guarding KD, you're LeBron James, and you would rather have J.R. Smith guard him
That's crazy.
on a crucial possession? On a crucial possession?
First of all, do we give this same courtesy? Do we ask these same questions to James Harden? No. So
is James Harden in the GOAT debate? Is James Harden in the GOAT debate?
James Harden's a superstar, right?
I
hold
guess,
superstars.
Nigga, he's barely in the top 50.
Stop
Don't do that.
Stop
That
it.
nigga is
Nigga
barely
But there's
said, I
levels,
guess.
Dom. There's levels to these bezels, man. You're talking about a superstar to a guy
but,
on the GOAT conversation.
But let's be very consistent here, people. In today's NBA, we value offense more than defense. All right, and when you're the guy that has to take 35 shots because George Hill is scared to take a free throw, I feel personally you have the right to be like,
to switch off? To switch off?
You know what? I'm pretty
tired.
Someone else get him. Curry
not on a crucial possession. Not on a crucial possession like that, bro.
We don't get Curry gets the same treatment James Harden gets. There's been times in the finals Curry on crucial possessions hit you with the hey Sean, switch it. Because he don't want the smoke. Because he has to put up a 3. Let's just be consistent with our superstars
LeBron
today.
fans are so pathetic.
No. But when Curry switches off, it's because there's a better defensive matchup for the guy who has the ball.
All I'm
Going from
saying
LeBron to
is-
J.R. Smith is not a defensive
All I'm
upgrade.
saying is, if J.R. Smith has more energy than LeBron, because LeBron has 50,
I can
and
tell you
JR
trolling. I can tell.
and JR has 2. JR
Look at your
got
face,
2.
dog.
He took 3 shots. He has more strength in his arms.
That dude has been playing cardio the whole game. That does not mean he does.
He don't believe
Just
a
because
damn
he
word
took
he's
2
saying right
shots
now.
does not
Oh
mean
my
he has
God.
more energy than LeBron, bro. I know you see PJ Tucker,
Man was
dumbass.
egging that
Just
on
pass
for
it into
longer than
James
it
Harden
needed
and
to
go
be.
straight to the corner and just jog. Come on now.
All I'm saying is that when you got to take 50 shots,
Head ass.
maybe somebody else can step up and be great.
Not
you know?
not that possession. Not that possession. Could have done it in the first
Oh,
quarter.
man.
Cool. But when you're down by 3, KD got the ball and he just dropped like 30 in the first 3 quarters. Now you're not switching off that fucking pick and roll, bro.
I mean,
Hell
let's
no.
keep it a buck. LeBron knew he wasn't about to stop KD, so let's just keep it a buck. Like LeBron's never stopped KD. When KD was a baby in 2012, he was still getting 30 on LeBron.
Really?
Interesting.
Unless-
We'll
unless
save this
they-
for future pause. We'll save this for future
And
pause.
let's stay consistent, people. When has
Justin,
KD
let's
ever
record
stopped
this.
LeBron? Because LeBron, the same way KD gets his 30, he's guarding LeBron, and LeBron gets his 35. So let's stay consistent. They can't guard each other. They've never guarded each other and stopped each other. They've guarded each other, make it look like for screenshots for future fucking references that they played, but they never stopped each other from getting buckets ever. So it goes both ways. KD has guarded LeBron plenty of times and buckets and dunks and buckets. The same way LeBron's guarded KD and got plenty of threes put in his face. It is what it is. Fireburn Brown.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. This is a good banter. It was a good little segment.
Boy, what did Mustard say?
He said he'll do next week.
I was like, Mustard probably watching the game training. Damn! This
That boy
nigga
Jason
Wanamaker.
Tatum. Go ahead.
My bad. Go ahead.
Who?
I'm about to say Wanamaker just straight trucked this nigga.
Wanamaker?
You just
Yo,
Did you
it's
see
been
that?
a good year,
He could go-
Sixers. You know what I'm saying? Sixers, you're all trash.
That's
I
tough.
understand.
The
been
Celtics
good.
literally just went on like a 12-0 run after Tobias.
Wanamaker?
went down.
God,
They just
bro.
don't want to get hurt. They said this game's over.
do right back.
I want to get out of this bubble. Goddamn.
Wanamaker. Come on, bro.
That's crazy, man.
Sixers, it's been a good season. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had a lot of potential. Injuries
Say that every
happened.
season.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all are trash. Embiid, leave the team. Simmons, stay. Brett Brown, I still think you're trash. And the GM, you're trash too. Brand, you need to be fired immediately.
Mhm.
Excommunicated. Just
Tobias
blow up your
win.
team. Just blow it up. Just blow it all up.
This man Tobias went 0-10 from 3 the first 3 games.
That's tough.
That's tough.
Yeah, he could make a 3 for shit. Honestly, he couldn't.
That's tough, bro. Putting up Danny Green numbers.
At least Danny Green went 2 for 8 in game 2.
At least.
TJ Warren went over 3 last game and over 5 the game before.
KCP had 1-1-1 in game 2.
Hey, yo, KCP was some whole ass trash game, too. Yo,
That nigga is garbage. Yo.
holy shit.
Sorry.
All right, man. All right, let's talk about the draft lottery. Winners and losers, I guess.
Well, let's. We already know who the
Losers,
biggest
Knicks.
loser is. I'm about to say the
New York
Knicks.
Knicks.
The New York
The
Knicks. Yes,
Knicks.
sir. Yes, sir.
Anytime.
But I don't even think were they expected to have a top aside from like the fans, obviously. But
They
That's
had
you
like a
got-
16%.
That's why
right?
it's so funny because the fans just knew because they were trash every year that they just had a chance of getting a high pick, and them niggas get 7. Like,
They're
that's
never
tough.
trash enough to be the top 2 pick at least.
Even when
They
they
have.
are, they still get hold. I'm gonna say they got hold. Like last year, they got hold. In the Zion draft, they literally fit the criteria.
Oh my, yo, the
They
Zion
fit the
draft.
criteria.
Oh,
They just
man.
didn't make it.
Yo, that
They
was the nail in the
just-
coffin,
yo,
bro. That
time
was the
out.
nail in the coffin.
The
It was a
NBA
wrap.
literally set it up so that the top 3 worst records have the exact same odds, and they still. So technically, they had the number 1 odds for the number 1 pick, and they still couldn't land that hole, bro.
Niggas have
That's
to
tough.
pick right before the Lakers.
And they couldn't even get number 2, where they're like, all right, we got John Morant. You got stuck with RJ.
And he is just awful. Oh my god.
I don't know about awful, but he not Zion and John Morant levels.
He's not awful, BSOLZ. He's not awful.
I honestly have not watched him that much, but he's putting up the numbers at least.
He's awful.
What's awful about RJ Barrett?
I watched more of him in college than in the NBA, not gonna lie.
Because he just doesn't. It's like I don't know if I should blame the Knicks more or should I blame him. No, I'm gonna blame him because his play style just doesn't.
The Knicks energy.
It's just ugly. Like even in college, his play style was ugly. Like he was just more athletically gifted than everybody else. But once you put him on the court with grown men who can run just as fast and jump just as high,
he didn't play that.
You can't. Exactly, he's awful. Like there's no bro.
You know, he reminds me. He's like Ben Simmons without the passing and without the elite defense.
So
basically, he's awful. That's what
he's Lonzo Ball. Awful. Yeah, basically, yeah.
He's Lonzo Ball.
Watch him. He said without the passing, which is what Lonzo does. But yo, you're just
Lonzo Ball.
You're just a hater, bro. You're a hater. It is okay because I got my flags right here. We good, man. We good.
If the Pelicans don't get better next year, I'm just saying, Lonzo, you got to get excommunicated from the NBA, not even to another team, because if you don't make it work with the Pelicans with this roster,
timeout. So if the Pelicans don't get better, is Lonzo's fault?
If Lonzo doesn't average at least 10 points a game, I'm holding you responsible.
He averaged 12 this year.
Lonzo will play with his brother.
If he doesn't average at least 15, 8, and 4.
It goes up. So first it was
if
10.
he doesn't average 15, 8, and 4, Dom, Lonzo is not better than LaMelo. I'm saying it.
So he averaged.
But he's already not better than LaMelo.
12, 5, and 7? 12, 4, and 7, 12, 5, and 7, around that this year. And you want him to average 15, 8, and 4. That's very
Lonzo, do you hear the numbers that we're saying right now?
He wants his rebounds to go down.
Is that not a problem?
I didn't say. I said that's very doable. I'm saying okay. I can see that.
Then why can't he do it?
He can do it.
He can do it. He's gonna do it. That's no problem.
Look, I don't even care about the passing or the rebounding or the defense because I think that's gonna come with Lonzo Ball. It's more so the efficiency with me, bro.
Hey,
the efficiency and the consistency. That's what his biggest problem is.
He can stay at 12 points a game. But like, dude, raise the field goal percentage up from 40% to like at least 44. 3-point percentage, cool. I see the improvements.
I mean, look,
but like the dude is shooting 60% from the line as a.
But look how many free throws he's shooting. Look at the numbers.
That's also a problem, though. That's still a problem.
But he's not a free throw shooter. Like I get it. It's a problem.
What?
You need to take more.
Everyone's a free throw shooter.
No.
As long as they get
everyone
fouled.
is not a free throw shooter.
Everyone should be a free throw shooter.
You have to get fouled. You have to get fouled. That nigga
You're in the
NBA,
like and your excuse is he's not a free throw shooter as to why he can't make free throws.
As in,
he can't hit an open shot.
As in, he doesn't. First of all, he definitely can hit open shots. His 3-point
because he's getting to the rack.
A free throw is an open shot.
He's getting to the paint.
He doesn't take free throws. That's what I'm saying. He's not a free throw shooter. He doesn't try to get to the line. That's not his forte. He doesn't go to the line. The nigga takes 2 free throws a game.
That's still no excuse. He's ass at hitting free throws.
He shoots like he has to.
So again, that goes into being a better scorer. So Lonzo
get better at scoring.
The passing and the rebounding, that'll come with Lonzo Ball. That's part of his game. But
the defense.
But if you're a starting point guard in the NBA, there's still a level of efficiency that you should expect from a point guard, regardless
and
of
that's
what
fair.
his role is.
And that's fair. And let's say, again, we all know some guys is immediate, some guys it happens down the line. Everyone's different. All I can say is for Lonzo, I'm going to look at what he's done for me in 3 years. Look at his growth from 3 years and say, what can we expect him to do from there? He's made improvements. He's not Zion. Zion can't make improvements to what he needs to do in fucking 1 year. Okay? So for a guy to go ahead,
playing an entire game is an improvement for him. Jesus.
That's really a fact. losing 5 pounds is an improvement. But all I'm saying is Lonzo's shown us that he can put the work in to develop the skills that he needs to develop. You've seen that with the 3-ball. The 3-ball was the most important thing. That and the free throws, everyone said he has to raise his 3-point percentage. Okay, he did that. Now he has to raise his free throw percentage and his free throw attempts. Now let's wait until next season and see if he does that. Like all you can do is wait and see. He's showing us that he's a guy that it's not going to come immediate. You're going to have to wait and see with him. But while you're waiting and seeing, what do they do for you on the court? He's a great playmaker. He's a good defender. To me, a great defender. But to be fair and to be non-biased, he's a good defender and he's a good rebounding guard. He does 3 things good, 2 things great, 1 thing good, and the shooting is getting there. The 3-point percent. He's a dependable 3-point shooter now, outside of the bubble. Scratch the bubble, go based on what we see in the regular season. He's a good 3-point shooter now. He's dependable. If you leave him open, he's going to knock it down. You have to play him, and he's not scared to take that shot. I will take that while I wait for him to develop his other traits. I will. He does too many things good for me to give up on him. Now, people like Wordu they just want to turn a blind eye to everything he does. It's like what he doesn't do that. Fuck him.
I think we pretty much know who he is as a player. We give him his credit for being a top 5.
No. I give him credit. None of you give him credit. You don't give him no damn credit. You just
I do.
No, you don't.
I was just about to say
where gives him
top
credit?
5, top 10
no goddamn credit
at his position. I literally say that all the time. I'm not going to be saying that year in and year in and year in.
I would even say he's just a top 10 passer.
I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm going to say something about it. What is he going to end up being, a fucking Gary Payton? That's not good.
Is he Gary Payton?
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like,
if he ends up being Gary,
yourself.
if he's being Gary Payton, that's pretty amazing.
What did Gary Payton shoot from the field?
He's a Hall of Famer. Who cares?
Gary Payton was a pretty good scorer, dude.
What did he shoot from 3? What did he shoot from 3?
He has a gold jack, my nigga. Who cares?
Okay.
Hold on. I'm looking it up.
You just said if he can be a Hall of Famer, he'll be good.
His best years, 38%. But mind you, this is in the early 2000s. But most years, he was like a 20-point per game scorer on 45 to 50% shooting from the field.
What year did it? What year did it take him to get to that point?
4th year.
Oh.
So what year will next year be for Lonzo?
4th year.
4th year.
So if he doesn't get at least, what did he average? 12. So if he doesn't get, let's see, Peyton went from 16 to 20. So if he doesn't go from 12 to 16, 17, he's trash.
Again, the volume isn't even the problem for me. Just be more efficient.
What about Jason Kidd, Wordu?
The efficiency, he went from, he was already efficient from the field, though.
What about Jason Kidd? What about Chauncey Billups?
Chauncey
Billups
was never efficient.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Chauncey
wasn't
Billups
efficient till like year 13. It's crazy.
Chauncey Billups might be a better comparison because he didn't really average 20 a game, but he was.
How long did it take him to be? How long did it take him to be that guy though? The guy that we know him as, or for him to start?
7
definitely
years?
long. I'm about to say definitely longer than year 4.
7 years, 8 years.
But you said Lonzo, if he can be a Hall of Famer, then cool. And that Hall of Famer, it took him 4 years to be efficient.
Scratch that I even said that.
I'm just saying. I'm just going about what you said.
If Lonzo can shoot at least 40%, not even 40%, if he could shoot at least 34 or 35% from 3 for his career.
For his career. Okay.
Then I'll be like, okay, Lonzo had a respectable career. Because we already know he's a good defender. We already know he's a good. We already know this, nigga. Stop trying to beat it into our heads. Oh wow, Ben Simmons is a great defender. He's a great playmaker. No shit, he is. Lonzo is too. Improve on what you need to improve on to get better. Obviously, that's what you need to improve on. We know your strengths. Just improve on your weaknesses. That's it.
So for Ben Simmons, you definitely don't have this fucking attitude. You don't got that
because Ben Simmons is a better player than Lonzo. The fuck? Are you dumb, nigga?
I'm dumb.
You think Lonzo's better than Ben?
No, I don't think
Lonzo's better
Lonzo's better
than-
than Ben.
I'm about to say.
I
I
was
don't
about
think
to say.
Lonzo's better than Ben. I'm gonna stop trolling.
So if Lonzo can just improve on his 3-point shot and just a little bit, because he was being aggressive this season with going to the rim.
What was his 3-point percentage this year? Wasn't it pretty respectable
Lonzo,
this year?
like 39. It's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good this year. So
How many attempts?
30.
how many
6 a
attempts?
game?
Most of his shots a game were threes. Over half
6
his shots
attempts.
a game were threes.
Yeah, he took 11 shots a game. 6 of them were threes, and he shot
So-
38%. So again, the 3-point shooting is there. I'm more
It
so
got
concerned
there.
about
Okay.
going to the line and at least being confident in your free throw shooting abilities
Very
to the
true.
point where you're not gonna avoid contact because you can't hit the free throws.
And
So
that
again,
is definitely a problem.
If he can stay at 12, hell, you can even go down to 11. Just raise it up from 40 to 44, keep the 3-point percentage, and up the free throw percentage to 65. And that's not even like a good free throw percentage, but let's just see improvement. And
And that- and
65.
that's respectable. Let's see improvement, and I'm gonna wait to see the improvement.
I'll
And
wait.
wait, I'm gonna celebrate what you do great because you're.
But
a
I'm gonna
great
point out what
playmaker.
you do terribly. You trash, nigga. Improve.
He's improving from the line. He is
You're
improving.
you're
I mean,
half
he's
glass full.
improving.
I'm half glass empty.
He's
It's the
literally
same
improved
thing.
every year. He never regrets. He's always progressed.
He regressed. He definitely regressed in the bubble.
When
That's not a year.
you just said you don't count the fucking regular season games in the bubble anyway, so why do you
But I'm
care?
counting. But I'm counting it now.
Oh,
it
now you
Look,
count. Now it counts. Now it
half
counts.
glass
Okay.
full.
All right,
You.
now it counts. It didn't
Dom
count
is
at
half
all.
glass full. I'm half
Literally.
Lakers.
empty when it comes to Lonzo.
Literally.
Lonzo should
So
be
so the
whole
bubble
lot
Lonzo's
better
only
glass
than
is
matters.
empty.
It
No, no,
only
so
didn't count for the Lakers.
The bubble only matters for the Blazers and Lonzo in Word's eyes. That's amazing. The Blazers and Lonzo is the only
And the Suns.
that's all that mattered. No, the Suns didn't even matter because it was like, oh, they went 8-0.
Oh, it literally didn't matter because they didn't get the playoffs.
Yes, it really didn't
For
matter.
Booker,
Then.
though.
But still, it didn't matter because he has D-Mitch better than Booker. So what Booker did in the bubble doesn't matter.
Last week he didn't. Last week he didn't.
But TB's back. Oh, they gonna let this nigga play, even though y'all about to get sent home. Okay,
I mean, it's a winner go
Why
home
is he
game.
playing?
I would have just sat in the back like,
Y'all
I'm
down
not
by
being-
like 12.
I'd have
Man,
booked my
that
flight
man-
home.
Yeah,
That
I
man gonna
already
pull a
packed all
Willis
my shit.
Reed.
Facts. I'd have been back in my room packing my shit, ready to go home. See my family.
Sixers are
back
doing
out
too
there.
much, bro. Pack up your bags, bro.
But anywho,
It's a wrap.
so the bubble only matters for Lonzo and the Blazers. Nice to know where, dude. Thank
what
you.
was
Just be
even the
consistent.
original topic? This is what Dom be doing. He be deflecting
we
to
were-
like 8
I
different
think we were
points.
doing draft.
I don't
picks.
even
the
know
point where
how
I
we
just-
got
We were on the
to-
draft.
We were doing what were we doing? We were doing.
We were
the-
doing
the
we were talking about
lottery.
the draft lottery. But let's
And
be
someone
honest,
said Lonzo and LaMelo, and I don't know.
Dom.
that was me. No, I said it about the Hornets. I said he would turn around the Hornets, but we talked about something totally different. I don't know how we got Lonzo. I really don't.
I really don't know either.
I don't think I did it this time though. To be fair,
We'll run the tape. We'll run the tape. But do you
No, we
guys
won't.
have
We
any
always say
other?
we'll run the tape.
Hey, we'll do it at some point. We'll do it at some point. Do y'all got any other topics you guys want to talk? Oh, fuck Tory. Fuck Tory.
Tory.
By the way.
what? Fuck Tory for what?
Not gonna like me on this podcast.
Tory
For
Lanez.
shooting Meg the Stallion.
Is there any proof that he shot her?
This is a topic. Yes.
Okay, I'll let Dom go
Yes.
first. I'll let Dom go
Yes.
first.
Thank you.
I'll let Dom go first.
I-
I'll let
Oh,
Dom.
I've been
God.
meaning to talk about this shit too.
Because this is fucking
BSOLZ
retarded, bro. I'm
now
sorry.
I have someone to actually point at and talk about because BSOLZ won these motherfuckers. Wow, you're telling me that you're not even gonna wait and see what happened? No one know. You're gonna just take what she said for face value, even though her explanation made absolutely no sense.
It made
It
no
made
sense.
absolutely no sense.
BSOLZ,
Bro,
she said
She
they
said
were
I got
arguing.
shot. She
She
said I
said
got
we were
shot from
arguing.
the back with the
I
inside
got
of a
out
car.
of the car. No, fuck that. She said we were arguing in the car. I got out of the car and walked away. He shot me in the foot, and when
In
the
the
cop
foot.
came, they came.
And that's why Tory's a
told-
bitch.
No, stop.
No,
BSOLZ.
but how did she
BSOLZ,
end
wait,
up back
hold on.
in the car when
Thank
the cops
you.
came?
Thank you. When the cops came, they said, "Oh, they told all of us to get out the car." Who the fuck is gonna go back in the car when someone,
When someone just shot you, it doesn't make sense.
Who's
Wait,
going
what do you-
back in
wait.
that car?
Meg the Stallion was already out the car, and the cop said for the other people to get out the car, right?
No.
But
Her explanation went on that Instagram live when she was talking her big shit and told everybody what happened. Word for word,
Right after she said, "I'm not gonna snitch."
So he can play the footage. She was still in the car when the
said,
cops came, bro.
Thank you. They told her to get out the car. Like
you can play the footage.
Let's put it up, man.
Run the clip. Run the footage.
Let's run the tape. Let's run the tape.
The TMZ footage shows them getting out of the car. She says after Tory Lanez apparently does a drive-by on her foot, which look, I'm not going to speak about what I've done in my past, but I can assure you, anyone doing a drive-by, or if you lean out of a car,
it's gonna be a headshot, nigga, not their fucking foot.
How the fuck do you lean out of a car as a 5'3" midget and shoot a bitch in the foot? What? And not only that, back in the car. You got back in the car after y'all argue. You were so close to your house, and she looked like Sway Lee. Like, come on, bro. Like, her story doesn't make sense. So if you're telling me people are really believing this,
she looked like Sway Lee. Oh
so, now look at everything that she's saying. But let's hear what she's saying.
All right, listen to this shit.
Let me close that for now.
Like, I'm so over this shit.
Hold on.
I'm over her shit.
I'm facts, man. This is a man's career we're talking. Bro,
she goes on Instagram Live to explain the whole story.
Coming off of the hype.
Leads off with, "I'm over this shit."
Bro, he will get deported back to Canada and will never be able to come back to America. His career
literally will
over.
Never set a foot in America ever
like
again.
This is way more than just like this. Motherfuckers aren't taking this shit serious. It's just like, oh fuck, like nigga, no, this story doesn't make sense.
And y'all gotta know, I am the nicest, the most calm.
The calm. Wow.
Just
she's so
just cool ass woman. Like, I don't be fucking with nobody. I don't do nothing to nobody. But y'all motherfuckers really dragging it. Like, I tried to just be cool, stay out the way, because at the end of the day, I'm really a real bitch. Like, I'm from Houston. I'm from the motherfucking South Side. It ain't like let me go run and tell my business to the motherfucking internet. Let me go run and tell my business to the police. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been that type of person.
But
like,
you just did.
But I'm not gonna let y'all keep playing in my face. And I'm not gonna let this nigga keep playing in my face either.
Hold on. Pause it. BSOLZ, pause. Please just fast forward a little bit, because I can't sit here and listen to this bitch talk about that. I get angry.
Dry.
I really do.
Shot me. Like, everybody in the car. It's only 4 motherfuckers in the car. Me, you, my homegirl, and your security. Everybody in the car arguing.
That's cap.
I'm in the front seat. This nigga in the back seat.
How was that?
I'll get out the car. I'm done.
How was that cap? How was that cap?
Number one, in the footage of the actual video, only 3 people were seen in that actual video. Where was the 4th person?
Security.
There was Meg's friend that was on the sidewalk. Then Tori came out, and then Meg came out last.
We have to watch that video.
There was no 4th
person
in that video.
The driver door was already open. Cops probably already got the driver, but the security guard off to the side.
Well, if there was no footage of that.
Done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the backseat of the car started shooting me. You shot me. I ain't get cut by no glass, but let me tell you why they saying that.
That's cap number 2.
When the police, because the people in the
neighborhood. How was that cap?
Because she got out the back of the car. How are you in the front of the car, but when the cops say how to get out, you come out from the back?
And
what
then
she said she got out the front door.
There's 2 different stories. You just said that you got shot from the back seat, and then she's saying that she got shot. She got out of the car, and that he shot her.
No, she just said she got out the car, and from the back seat he shot her. He leaned out of the back window and shot. That's what she's saying. What I'm saying is,
I'm about to say I don't.
Why
that shit looks crazy as fuck. Imagine Tory Lanez leaning out the car and shooting him.
5'3".
He leans out the back of the car and shoots you. Why do you get back in the car?
5 feet tall.
In the back with him. Why would fuck getting back in the? Why do you get back in the back seat with a nigga that shot you in the foot?
In the back seat.
Did he? Wait, why would she? She got shot, so why would she move? I don't think she could walk.
But there's a witness. When the police came, because the neighbors called the police. This did not happen at Kylie's house. This happened damn near back at the house I was staying at. I was just trying to get home. We was 5 minutes away from my spot. The police come. I'm scared. All this shit going on with the police is shooting motherfuckers for anything. The police was literally killing black people for no motherfucking reason.
Using
as soon as the police tell us all get out the motherfucking car, the police is really aggressive. You think I'm about to tell the police that we niggas, us black people, got a gun in the car? You want me to tell the laws that we got a gun in the car so they can shoot all of us up? Nigga, I'm scared. It's a fucking helicopter.
Hey, Dom, us niggas.
Hold on.
Us niggas, yo. We get
Now you just heard her say she got out of the car and Tori shot her.
Right.
So between the time of her getting out of the car and Tori shooting her and the cops pulling up, why the fuck do you get back in the car, BSOLZ? With him?
She hasn't said anything about getting back in the car.
She just said the cops told them to get out the car.
She said she got back in the car. And then when the cops
she got back in the car. She never said she got back in the car.
What?
She literally said, we just heard it. She said she got out of the car because they were arguing. Tori shot her. And then she broke off and started talking about the fucking Black Lives Matter bullshit. And then she said the neighbors called the cops. And when the cops pulled up, they told all of them to get out of the back of the car. All of them. Her, the friend, and Tori to get out the back of the car. How does that make sense?
Exactly, which means she got back in the car.
I thought she was just referring to everyone who was in the car to get out. That doesn't mean that she was in the car.
She was in
to get out.
Again, you can see on
niggas,
the
us black people got a gun in the car.
She's the last one to
You want me to tell the laws that we got a gun in the car so they can shoot all of us up? Nigga, I'm scared. It's a fucking helicopter over us and some more shit. Why the fuck would I tell the laws somebody got a gun in this car and this nigga shot me? So I can get shot, you can get shot, she can get shot, he can get shot. I ain't tell the police what happened immediately right then because I didn't want to die. I don't want the police to shoot me because it's a nigga with a gun in the car. I'm leaking, I'm bleeding. Motherfucker, somebody, I'm lying, bitch. Did I pay a helicopter to come over me and record my feet leaking blood? No. How the fuck I'm gonna fake that? I didn't tell the police nothing because I didn't want us to get in no more trouble than what we was already about to get in. The fuck? I get to the motherfucking hospital, the police bitch being so rude to me. Well, what's going on? Like, da-da-da-da, you're being detained, da-da-da. Ma'am, I'm being detained, I'm leaking. But I'm still not saying what happened. Shit crazy. The motherfucking doctor, the police finally let me go. I ain't go to jail.
I don't think she was back in. I don't think she was lying though.
Bro, first of all,
I might need to see the
Please look at the video.
Footage. She was
the last one to leave the car.
I'm about to say, in the footage, you see the police.
You can hear her yelling at.
Is it this one?
She's in the car. Yes.
Tori was on the floor already, and then when Meg left, she got on the ground and she was yelling at Tori about something. They were telling Meg to spread her feet.
That's Meg right there.
Right here?
No.
Oh, right here.
Right
no,
there.
That's her friend.
Okay,
That's
okay.
Meg right here standing up.
Backing up, literally walking out of the car.
Okay.
Her friend is the one that was sitting down.
Yeah, her friend was on the ground. That's Meg right there, handcuffed, but she just got out of the car. She was the last one out the car. So at what point did you get out of the car to get shot to get back in the car with him in the backseat?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see this footage, but that's
on, bro.
Bro, she literally said in the video we just watched, she literally said she was in the front seat and got out because they were arguing. He leaned out the back and shot her, and you just now seeing the TMZ footage. She's getting out of the back of the car, BSOLZ. How the fuck does this story make sense?
Yeah, I don't.
Exactly. So how is it fuck Tori? Like, people are really saying fuck Tori. Now, yes,
let the investigation play out first, bro.
It is wrong that he shot her. Yes. Now we know she got shot. That I'm not saying she didn't get shot. That's wrong. But I'm not about to sit here and act like Tory Lanez is not 5'3" and Meg's a whole 6'2" in fucking heels and she outweighs this nigga. I am a firm believer that she was dogging this nigga Tory Lanez in the back of that goddamn SUV with her friend. They were legit jumping this nigga, and he had no choice but to somehow get these bitches off of him. And he pulled the gun out to scare him, and they wrestled, and then it went off and shot her in the foot. That's what I think happened.
Dom, can I ask you a question?
What?
Would it be out of the realm of the possibility for Tory, the reason for Tory shooting Meg is because Tory just so happened to find out something about Meg?
Oh, you think she's a nigga? Oh, okay.
Because that would be the only real reason that a nigga would pull out a gun on a woman.
No, not at all. Again,
I mean that
we aren't short individuals. There's not that many women that will just dominate us. Well, you're pretty skinny.
That woman, if you find out that woman is
I'm about to say
you're
pretty on the scrawny side, so a big girl could kind of fuck you up. But I'm just saying, Tory Lanez is a whole 5'2". Let's be honest, he's 5'2", and he's at least 140 soaking wet. Meg Thee Stallion is a good 5'11" in Notting Hills, and she's definitely above 170. Like she is.
Dom,
she's legit.
She's pushing 200, bro.
She's legit. She's legit busting his ass.
Bigger than Zion?
Honestly,
bigger than Zion?
Okay.
She's legit busting his ass.
Okay, I will retract my fuck Tory comments. but okay, I'm more open to your side. But I'm just saying, if the true story is that at the end of the day, he shot Meg Thee Stallion
for no reason,
in the back for no reason, then it's fuck Tory, okay?
Yeah,
that's my thing. But
we know it's not for no reason.
But I will say this: I will believe Meg's story before I believe Wordu's. Oh, but what if Meg's a trainee?
I'm just saying it's a hypothetical because nigga, like. Bro, Dom,
so
you fucking this bad bitch.
I'm believing a primary source before I believe some conspiracy as Meg's a trainee and Tory shot her.
So,
Dom, be honest.
Was my story believable? BSOLZ, did my story not make sense at least? Was it not a sensible?
I see the speculation in how the footage does not correlate with her story. Yes.
Oh, but I still think she was walking in the video. If that was
I still feel like Meg is the victim in this situation, and I think
Tory,
shot.
Oh no,
and I think if Tory actually had a case for himself and had something to defend, that he would come out sooner.
Maybe he's just not a snitch.
I think he'll come out as soon as he's charged with something, and it's
not
an actual
smart for him
issue.
to come out right now, man.
He's in Miami. The nigga's in Miami right now, chilling. Like he's just
not going to say something publicly.
Yeah.
Now the DA for Tory might go off because Meg actually said some shit. Now, if Tory keeps his mouth shut, he might actually have a case. You know what I'm saying? But if he says something on online or something, that could make it even worse.
What can he say? It's better for him not to say no. What can he say? Like at the end of the day, we know he shot her. Like at the end of the day, you shot her as wrong. But even if you come out and be like, "Oh, she was whooping my ass," and I tried to scare her, motherfuckers are gonna dog you. Like, "Oh, you had to pull a gun out on a girl? Like, you gonna pull a gun on a girl? You pussy!" Like, no matter what he says, he can't say anything.
Okay, but if Tory was getting attacked and he did it out of self-defense, cool. But if he was getting dogged and getting bullied, and you pulled out a gun. Like,
it wouldn't matter, BSOLZ, because you know niggas don't give a fuck about that. It's a double standard. Even if it is self-defense, you can't shoot a woman.
Hell,
you can't.
Like
so even if it was self-defense,
no. But what I'm saying, if they were just talking shit to Tory and Tory pulled out a gun, that's some.
Yeah. That's different. Oh yeah.
If Meg was like, WAP sold more records than you, and Tory just pulled out a gun, like fuck out of here, bro. Not pulling out no gun, bro. Relax.
Oh,
that's
what Toronto stinks.
I mean, she is an Aquarius, so I don't know, man. She's an Aquarius.
Hey, man.
Imagine if Meg just said, "New Toronto stinks,"
she's an
and Tory
Aquarius
pulled
too,
out a
bro.
gun.
I definitely know she was wilding that.
Say it to my face. Squat down
She
here and say it to my face.
Bro.
She was in that bitch going. I'm telling you, they was jumping this nigga in the back of the car, bro. I'm telling you, they was beating his ass in the back of that car.
Tory Lanez is a Leo. He needs a lot of affection, a lot of attention.
How do you know everyone's astrology signs?
BSOLZ, next topic.
Oh my god. This dude
He be doing
Alright,
research.
man. We're arriving on 4:00.
You know he
and
believe
my
that
my
shit.
dom got
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
my dom, Jesus Christ, my boy Dom got work. So
Oh,
y'all
shit.
got
We gotta head
anything
out.
else to talk about?
Nah.
Oh, yo, the Suns
Not
got all
much,
blown by
man.
that one girl.
Is that what the
Oh.
team was? Is that the team? Is the
Yes.
Suns?
Yeah, that was the team. It was the Suns, bro.
That's why you
Yo,
freaky
she ran-
bitches.
She ran a train on him.
Oh,
I
All at
knew
the
I
same
knew it
time.
had to be one of those teams that just doesn't give a fuck.
You think they were
It
just
had to
sitting
be a
in the
team
same
that
room,
wasn't
like
winning.
waiting? Like, yo, when's she going to finish
First
with
of all-
D-
oh,
with
you
D-Book?
didn't-
I'm next.
first of all, no. I'm
They
pretty
were in
sure
that bitch like a
them-
my part game. Oh my god.
them niggas was shit like a freaky ass porn. Everybody standing around each other, cheering each other on.
No.
Basketball teams is
Oh
weird,
my.
bro. Listen, basketball. Look, I've been on a couple teams. Shit
Give
gets
and
real
go, head
weird.
ass.
Shit will get really
They
weird.
go 8-0 one time. I think.
Who do you think it was? So I'm all right. She said it was 7 dudes, right? Bet.
But I don't think it
DeAndre-
was this year. It was like 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago. 2 years
Some
ago. 2 years
shit
ago.
like
2
that.
years ago. So obviously it's D Book. D Book is obviously there. D Book, Tyler Eulis, because he was. I want to say he was there 2 years ago.
Wait. You guys are actually believing this is real?
I know for a fact it was real.
Did you see the girl?
Yeah, the no jumper interview when she talked about it. Yes. Why would she lie about that?
Oh, y'all talking about that one
Why
girl
would
that
she-
said Trey Songz
Did you
pissed on
say
her?
why would she lie about that?
I mean, yeah, why would she lie about that?
She
Why would she
Instagram
lie
thought
about
they lie about everything. That's the whole point.
But
You would lie
Sure,
about having a
but,
nigga's baby.
you know,
I don't think you're
Keke
gonna lie
Palmer
about.
actually
I don't think you would
Free
lie
clout.
about what you call
Hey,
it.
hey, man, everyone looked her up after that.
She didn't even say the
Everyone-
team name. How
Yes,
did
she
you
did.
clout?
Yes, she did.
No, she did. Not in the
She
no
did.
jumper interview. She
On
didn't say it in
Instagram,
no
she
jumper
said it
interview.
after.
But she didn't say it in the no jumper interview.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
what
no
I'm
one
saying.
asked her.
Nigga, yeah, they did.
which
Not
girl are
during
you
the
talking
interview.
about?
Yes, they did. They wanted to know. But what you call? She was like, nah.
I don't remember that part.
She
You know who
said-
was on the
she
Suns?
literally
You know who
said-
was on the Suns?
She said it was on the
TJ
Suns.
Warren.
Oh.
TJ TJ
Nah, bro,
Warren
T-
was on.
TJ don't-
Josh
nah, I don't
Jackson
think-
trash ass was on
Josh
the
Jackson
Suns.
definitely was there.
Yeah, Josh
dark ass definitely
Jackson
there.
was hitting it.
Yeah.
Tyson Chandler maybe.
Nah. He too old, bro. Tyson was still an old man. Nah, he was too old for that
Yeah.
shit. It had to be a bunch of young
Definitely
niggas.
the
That's
young
why I said.
dudes, yeah.
that's why I said
Dragon
Book,
Bender. Imagine
Eulis-
letting Dragon Bender ugly ass
Ah,
hit.
Jesus. I mean, Eulis Jackson,
Oh, she's
D
not,
Book.
she's
Who
not
else
the
on that
best looker
team?
herself.
Who cares if she's gonna blow the
Lose
whole
my pussy,
team?
man.
I'm about to say she's about to let 7 niggas bust a load on their face. Who the fuck
Yeah,
cares?
but
how
I'm
she
saying
look?
she can't complain. She beggar.
That's 3. Who else is on that team?
Oh
Bezos?
my god.
One more than that
Eric Bledsoe. Oh no, he played 3 games.
Bledsoe?
Tyler Eulis.
I'm on the fence with Bledsoe.
Marquise Chris.
Said
Marquise
Eulis.
Chris.
You
Marquise
know,
Chris.
I know for a fact Keith definitely did.
He got his
Marquise
butt up.
freaky ass definitely did.
Troy
That's 4.
He
Daniels.
initiated it.
Nah, he's
Alex
too
Lynn.
old.
Alex Lynn.
Alex?
He seems like a freaky European nigga. I don't know. I'm gonna keep him in the
Freaky,
pocket.
Oh my god. And the last guy who's played like 20 plus games was Jared Dudley. So
Nah.
I feel like Dudley wanted to be young for a second. And let it pop off. So I'm gonna say Dudley was the OG. It probably was
Hell
like Dudley's
no.
birthday or some weird shit. They were trying to get the old niggas to go, trying to make him feel young. So
Jared
Dudley,
Dudley.
I'm gonna say Alex Lynn and a practice player was the 7th one.
oh my god.
A practice player?
A practice player. Everybody else is too damn old. And only old nigga I'm saying was Dudley.
She don't give no fucks.
It
Damn,
could
she a
have just been someone's friend.
It could.
She
She said
don't know
7
who's-
players.
She don't know who's on the team or who.
Well, yeah,
isn't.
but she definitely don't. It could have just been somebody's cousin, and they be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, he played too. Yeah, my nigga play. He on a 2-way contract. He in the G League right now.
What if none of them
He
were
in
on
the
the
G League right
Suns?
What if it wasn't even? What if it
It's
was
just
the
a-
Suns G
just
League?
It was on
group?
the away team.
Not even that. What if it was the
And
Suns
they're
G
just
League
like, yeah,
team?
we're the Suns.
She let a bunch
Sure.
of G League niggas bust on her face in a fucking Holiday Inn somewhere.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
She
Oh,
didn't seem the brightest. I feel like they could have bamboozled. Yeah.
first of all,
we're the Phoenix
she's
Suns, for
friends
sure.
with Selena, nigga. I know she's not the brightest.
Definitely not.
Selena Powell's the dumbest fucking female on this planet.
Yo,
and
Selena Powell's friend said that Trey Songz pissed on her. I don't know if that's true.
Oh yeah, that rape shit.
Oh,
Look, all
consensual?
I'm saying is
Consensual pissing or no?
Trey
I don't know what to believe
Songz,
anymore,
It's been
honestly.
pretty. Listen, it's been pretty
Trey
quiet on
Songz
Trey
is
Songz
nasty.
and for a minute. Ever since
And
that
Keke
shit
Palmer
came
said
out.
something about that too, but no one listened to Keke Palmer when she said it.
I don't know who that is.
Probably because she's black. She's a black
Keelan the
female.
Yeah.
Aquila. Yeah.
I know black female. I listen to SZA.
I ain't gonna this
Oh
nigga
my-
here. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think that Trey Songz shit was real until you like really think about it. Them R&B niggas are fucking weirdos, bro.
Jason Derulo a weirdo. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro.
A TikTok
Chris
star?
Brown.
That ass?
Jason
That
Derulo,
dude
Trey
be hanging out with
Songz.
like 18-year-olds and doing TikToks.
Okay, like, don't get me started on Drake.
Jason
Hanging out with
Derulo.
Man, he was
Bobby
hanging out with a
Brown.
14-year-old.
Hanging out with Millie Bobby. Literally.
Millie
Alright,
Bobby.
Baby.
Boy,
Alright, man.
R&B
Let's-
niggas
let's-
is weird,
We gotta
bro.
wrap it up. Word's gotta work.
Yeah, let's wrap it off like a condom.
Did you just say Wordu's going to work?
Don't you have to work?
I have
It
to
was
work.
dumb. It was dumb. It was dumb.
Oh
almost
my
gotta work.
god, bro.
Dumb.
I don't-
Porzingis will miss
Dumb.
game
I-
4 against the Clippers.
I don't have your
That's
number
tough.
saved in the chat, so I don't know.
And the
who-
Celtics just beat the Sixers, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
Because he,
They
Jason
wrap
Tatum
they
with a
season
strong
up playing
28,
condom.
15, and 4, 2 blocks.
And they were
And
actually coming back, man.
The Sixers did get swept while we were recording, so that's tough for you. Take this L.
Here you go, big L on the way out.
Big L.
Big
Throw
L,
L's in the
big
chat.
GG
bro.
for you. It
Throw
is
L's
what
in
it
the
is.
chat, bro.
GG easy.
That's tough.
We really had this team going all the way to the finals.
All right,
And
let's
they
hit the
got
plugs.
swept in round 1.
Didn't
No,
even
you don't
win a
deserve to plug anything.
game.
No plugs.
You don't
this
deserve
week.
to plug. You don't deserve to plug nothing.
Wait. We forgot to give him a -1. That's -1 point, word, dude.
That's
Minus
minus
one.
10.
Your
That
your
should be
plus
minus
minus is a
1,000,
negative
bro.
one. Right now.
They got swept.
They got swept in round 1.
Oh man.
That's tough. That's
Did
tough.
any of us have them getting out of round 1 actually?
No.
No.
Like,
it was just
The
worded.
sensible one? All of us
Wait,
had
did
them
Justin,
losing
Justin
round 1, right?
say Sixers?
No.
No,
He
none
said,
of us
wait,
did.
didn't Justin?
did. He said- he
Had
said-
a-
Whoa.
Yeah, on one
I
of
would
them.
never agree with you on anything. What do you
Head ass. You agreed on one of them.
That Dom logic. Domology 101. Never agree with word.
Never. The first
No,
rule of
because
Fight
I
Club.
remember because we had a whole separate fucking bracket of the fucking playoff
Yeah.
just for you with the
It
Sixers.
was the podcast
So yeah,
bracket.
we
and the
all
Order
had
Cup.
us. We all had the Sixers losing in 6. I want to say, and them niggas didn't win 2 games. That's tough. They didn't win 1 actually.
Tough
Damn,
season,
word
man.
dude.
Tough
Hey, yo,
They didn't
Paul
really-
George, you better fucking go off today because I got you on FanDuel, my nigga. I'm trying to win 3K, bro. You better go off.
Them niggas didn't even exceed. They
I got
couldn't
you
even
on
meet
fan.
our expectations and win 2 games. That's
Yeah, we
tough.
just
That's
wanted
really
2 games.
disappointing.
Whole ass disappointment, man.
I mean, no Ben Simmons.
They underachieved.
Tobias?
losing.
You knew, but you knew that. You knew that. You knew
Tobias,
they were making
though? Head ass?
Them niggas underachieved losing. That's crazy.
That's tough. That's tough.
Next
All
topic.
right, let's wrap it up
Next
like a
topic.
condom, man. Thank y'all for coming out for another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. We're gonna talk about more drama shit next week with Mustard
Yeah.
on. Hopefully, that should be interesting.
DJ Mustard.
To my
Get into some
NBA
more Meg Thee
conspiracy.
Stallion debates. You know. Oh yeah, we forgot to do that this week.
What?
We're gonna get into Wordu's conspiracy bag next week.
Obviously,
Just-
we didn't get into
Justin-
that because
Justin has not heard Wordu's conspiracies.
Is this
yet.
basketball conspiracy or just?
They are
Yes,
they are
they are.
basketball conspiracies, and this is definitely going to be a 2-hour podcast. Let me just tell you.
Hey,
hold on.
Holy shit.
Are we talking about the actual ones we're doing, or your?
We're talking about Jewish gematria Wordu.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so the made-up
magnets. The magnets.
These are the made up ones.
I thought you were
Yes,
talking about the real ones.
sir.
I thought we
Nah.
were talking about the real conspiracy.
How is it
Nah.
made up? All right,
Wait,
we're gonna
what
do
is
this.
that?
next-
What
we'll do
series
this
you
next
know? Never mind. We'll get on to it next week.
We'll get
time.
into
Next
it.
week.
We don't have time.
Next week. BSOLZ.
All right,
Next week.
man. All right.
Next topic.
Let's do outros, man. Let's start with Wordu.
CEO Chief Ski.
Hey man, all I gotta say is subscribe to my channel, Wordu's World, and that's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sure.
you on
I
minutes.
was ready. I was ready.
Wordu's on minutes restrictions because of the Philly sweep.
Wordu's World?
Dom, say goodbye to the
Ah, man, it feels great to be right. You know, 3 out of 4 people here know what that feeling's like. Wordu's literally the Charles Barkley of our panel.
We just snapped his broom.
That's crazy. But thank y'all for coming out. It
Snapped
definitely
his-
was fun. It definitely was fun. Follow me on Twitter at DomChurch1. Go ahead and sub to the YouTube channel. I don't post nothing, but maybe I will one day. Who knows? Go ahead and sub to the YouTube channel anyway. And yeah, y'all have a great day, night, evening, Christmas.
Christmas.
Like I said, Christmas, and we're in
All right,
August.
Justin.
It's because somebody's gonna watch this on. I'm gonna watch this on Christmas just so it makes sense. Ha.
Ha. He's like, yo, this part coming up sick. I say Happy Christmas to myself.
Told myself Happy Christmas.
Okay, GG boys. See you next week. We're gonna have DJ Mustard and White Insane Conspiracy.
Yo, Mustard, low key. I know. Wardu remembers that one time Mustard was in the VC and we. Yo. Where did Wardu go?
I think he fell over laughing. Yeah, he fell over laughing.
What the fuck? Is he good?
And we back.
You said DJ Mustard.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming out.
Oh my god.
We're out.